welcome to the only call-in show that is always on time. Always on time. We're so punctual over here. Fantastic punctuation. Sorry, every single one of you. It's been a bit of a chaotic day. It's been a bit sun. Britons don't know what to do they? We got sunburns. Look at us. Look, we caught the sun. We don't really know what we're doing over here. But what I have got for you is 6 wonderful people, including myself, to talk about football to you. It's Friday, and of course, it is our world-class call-in show. Geezer on the right, we've got Doc Seymour Butts, man. How you doing, brother?
Oh, man, I'm doing swell. But first and foremost, that was a brilliant graphic. Whoever had done that for you, you got to give them a round of applause. But big up, everyone. I'm doing brilliant. I have been checked out from Arsenal over the summer, but I just had to, step into the office here real quick because there is a lot of fucking shit going on here with these Arteta sexuals and these fucking numpties. I swear down, man like Timu Chance the Rappers, squad over here is dropping off their garbage over at the Emirates again, and we got to talk about it. So thank you very much for having me, and big up everyone. Smash the likes.
Come on, man. Absolute world class. Thank you very, very, very much from wherever you're from. It's always an absolute pleasure to share a Friday with you. Gun Down is outside in the yard. He's got his guns out, which must mean the sun's out. What we saying, Carl? I've noticed a little bit of a nonny. Oi.
Yeah, just embrace the player, mate. He's an Arsenal fan now. He's an Arsenal player now, so you might as well get behind him. But no, it's too hot in that stream room. Thought I'd do it outside. Not one more to say. Big up to the chat, big up to the panel. And we'll try and have a nice chilled out Friday, but I'm pretty sure it ain't going to be that because the dust still hasn't settled.
Yeah. There's a lot of dust, isn't there? Do you know what I mean? There is a lot of dust. And of course, we are all the way from Sweden. Sam, big up, brother. How are you doing?
Oh, just great.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, come on.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, doing well. Apart from my team getting absolutely destroyed by them lot in Paris, but apart from that, and so you can laugh while you're getting destroyed by them as well.
No, it's the way you said it, bro. Well, I'm not laughing.
No,
Look at the background Yasser's coming with, bro. Look at the background he's coming with.
That was on from North Side.
He's attacking, bro.
I've got a better background than that, mate. Don't worry about it. But nah, mate, I'm getting ready to. At least I got to come on your show and we can do some cooking on your favorite sporting director, Berta, and all these, man.
Yeah. Nah, it's Normski's favorite one. I call him Normski because he always.
It's both Aaron's. It's even Carl's favorite as well.
I big this man up, man. But bro, I'm about to heat up the wild this one.
We'll get into it.
Yeah. Come on, man. And of course, Yasser is coming like woo, 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 woo. He's coming with a big dog with the European trophies and all that behind. And the only reason why we're like because Arsenal Football Club.
That's a Chihuahua and them celebrity dogs, bro.
Win the dog. That's what we're doing. No European pedigree, my pedigree chum.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for selecting that background, you absolute. How are you doing, Yasser?
Everyone always thinks it's on purpose. It's not on purpose. I'm good.
Yes,
it
is on purpose.
You know what I'm saying? This is just a smile of someone that made 77 million in 2 days. You know that much. So you just get paid in gold, mate. You know what I mean? Arsenal already gave me my first payment. So it is what it is.
I've met you in person, Yasser. I've met him in person. He comes across as this chill guy. He's really evil, he is. He's a really evil man, honestly.
Look at that, bro, man. All right.
He is as he is, man. Yasser's the most chill.
Keep going, Aaron, blood. We'll see how this show goes, innit? You know?
Well, listen, I'm not going to start any beef with Chelsea fans because, I mean, come on. We are your bitches right now. Normski. Come on, man.
Hold on a second.
Hold up.
Yes, sir.
Like Nate Dogg said.
Yes,
Hold
sir.
up.
Yes, sir. Please, can I have some more? Please. Can I have some more?
What do you want? Trophies? I've sent Noni.
No,
He's going to
please,
bring his Conference League with him.
No. I want Nicholas Jackson, please. Please.
100 million,
Thank
you
you.
know. I had this whole 100 million. I
Yes,
swear.
sir.
No,
Can we have Jackson,
99.
please?
I can do 99 million pounds at 1 pence. That's what I could do. That's the best.
We'll put him on a
Alright.
flight as well, you know. No problem, bro.
Yeah, thank you very much. Anyway,
No problem.
Yes.
guys, I'm all right.
Nice
Man. I'm
doing
doing fine. I'm doing fine. You know what I mean? I just had to talk to Yasser, sort out some business and that. Just come back from the Matrix. It's interesting out there. I'll tell you, it's interesting in there, mate. There's some strange things in there. I'll tell you that now. But listen, big up to the world-class chat and big up to everybody on the panel.
Come on, it's a world-class. I thought I'd have to jump in there because obviously me and you, IT Solutions, we've got it all. The company's up and running, in it. Them wheels have been turning, isn't they? Them wheels have been turning. Me and you know all about the internal solutions. IT. We've been doing that shit since the end of time, haven't we?
Share prices are going up, mate.
That's it. Everything's going up. Everything's going up. Do you know what is going up? The prices for Chelsea players. The Chelsea players, and guess what? We keep paying. We keep paying. And we keep paying. And we keep paying. And we keep paying. So we're sitting there and we're thinking, okay, cool. So we had Havertz. And then, you know, they go and sign and they spend all their little pretty money on whatever they want to do. What news have we seen today? Rodgers, have I seen? Is that right, panel? Have I seen right in that they're linked with Rodgers from Aston Villa?
Who?
Is that Chelsea?
Yeah, we'll be linked to him.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much is that for? Yes, sir. Humour me, sir.
I don't know. I know that we were linked to him, but I haven't heard any numbers. Well, like 50 million.
Oh, cool. Okay. So,
I have a feeling it's going to be the same amount.
Okay.
I have a feeling that will probably be the same amount.
So you need to sell in order to buy someone. So you sell someone. So you're going to buy Morgan Rodgers, who's a fantastic player, by the way. Absolutely fantastic player. But you need to sell someone. I wonder who you could sell. Let's have a little think. Madueke. And I wonder who we could sell him to, Arsenal. Right. I'll tell you what we'll do. Chelsea. Arsenal Football Club, we need to buy Morgan Rodgers. So, if you could just give us £55 million for Noni Madueke, that would be grand. The Cronkies, have it all. Have it all. They can't have enough. Here you go. Have it all. Have it all. Just give you all your money. I'll give you everything I've got. Everything you've got. Me phone, me wallet, everything. I've got me passport. Here you go. Here you go. Have it. Just absolutely have it. But when it comes to negotiating with someone else, Gyokeres, the most clinical striker available in the market, and we're haggling over £3.5 million. Welcome to Arsenal Football Club.
He's been called back for training.
Welcome to Arsenal Football Club.
Gyokeres has been called back for training, but he said he's not going.
I know.
So,
because he's got one of these. He needs to get over here. But what happens? Mikel Arteta, Berta, Cronkies, Arsenal Football Club will find some way to make it not happen. I'm sure they have board meetings.
Gyokeres at the training ground scanning his passport. He's not letting him in.
To see how that they can just make every negotiation the worst possible negotiation. Like it's ridiculous. Like, look, they're not even a fly on the wall. They're just like a fly on the windshield. That's what Arsenal are, just splattered. That's what we are. We're not even a fly on the wall listening. We're just a crushed one that's hit the car at 140 mile an hour. We are pathetic. Oh, negotiation. Hold on, here. Ooh, here. Here's the scroll. We're going to send them. We're going to send Victor Gyokeres' bid. Oh, here's the wax stamp. £50 million. Ooh, that'll reach them. That'll reach them by November. Let's see what they say, and we'll just chill. We'll just chill. We'll just chill. We'll just chill. You know, we'll just all chill. Everyone else is getting deals done left, right, and centre, this way, that way, forwards, backwards, over the Irish Sea. But what are we doing? What are we doing? Nothing. Nothing. It's the 11th, and don't forget, don't forget, this is the best bit. This is what I've been waiting for all day. We are 1 week away. 1 week away. 1 week away? What do you mean 1 week away? We are 1 week away from flying on to our pre-season tour. And you know when everyone moves the goalposts, they love it, don't they? So we said, well, you have to wait till July. Oh, it's transfer window, Arsenal. Wait, it's July. Of course it's July. Why would anyone do transfers in June? That's absurd. Absolutely absurd. It's bloody blasphemy. If you do your transfers in bloody June. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. So what we'll do, sack June off. July the 1st. Okay, cool. Who we got? Kepa Arrizabalaga. Bang. Wicked. Excellent. Thank you very much. 1 week later. Then what have we got? Oh, sweet. We finally got Zooby Dooby Doo. Where are you? We got some work to do now. Yeah, we got some fucking work to do now. And you ain't getting no Scooby snacks. Because, mate, there is some serious work in this mystery machine. You know what I mean? There is some serious engine trouble in this mystery machine. With some serious shit in this mystery machine. But guess what? It doesn't just stop there. We've confirmed Norgard. Right, God? Norgard, we've confirmed him. He's in. It's a blockbuster summer. Guess how much we've spent? 55 million, 65 million, 70 million pounds so far. 70 million pounds. 70 million pounds. And we nearly got it. But this isn't what I'm lining up for. Guess what, people? Arsenal are a week away. We're 11th. 1-1. 11th of July. And yes, we are still waiting. 11th of July, and we have only confirmed Zubamendi. 11th of July, we have only confirmed Norgard. 11th of July, we have only confirmed Crapper. No one gives a toss a Balaga. No one gives a toss. 1 week left. Top Gooners, 1 week. That's all you've given us. Because you'd said from the 1st of July, and then you said this, and then you moved the goalpost, and they said until they get on the plane, 1 week left. 1 week left, you little bastards. 1 week left, you little bastards, until all of you frauds are going to be absolutely defrauded. You're going to be defrauded. And I'm going to do it live on my calling show next week, because when that plane takes off, and we've got the players on that pre-season, and every single thing that you've been telling me, well, you know, you just get them in on the plane, innit? Do you know what I mean? That's it. Get Gyokeres on the plane. Get Rodrigo on the plane. Get Izzy on the plane. Madueke on the plane. Cool. 1 week. 1 week. I'm waiting for you fuckers. One week. Oh, I can't wait. Mr. Doc, how are you doing? I had to get that off my chest. I just wanted to let everyone know we've got 1 week until Arsenal explode into transfer excellence. Until we explode
1 week
into
is
the
all this
stratosphere
thing.
of winners. One week until we explode into the stratosphere of excellence. Everyone, 1 week. What do you reckon we're going to do in 1 week, Doc?
Well, the way that they're painting it, it sounds like we're going to have the transfer equivalent of Tchaikovsky's 1812 overture, you know, where we are approaching like the final stanza, and it's going to be like the grand finale. So, I mean, we should ultimately be expecting Gyokeres, Eze, and Rodrigo, you know, like by all, you know, accounts via the Arteta sexuals. But, you know, let's be very clear here. You know, like only Arsenal could spend roughly 120 million pounds and still produce like a 1 out of 10 window so far. I mean, like our transfers have been absolute dog water. We wasted money on downgrades yet again. And the manager is signing off on absolute dross like Madueke, which has been confirmed that this manager had signed off on him specifically. So it truly begs the question as to why we had brought Berta in. Because rather he is supposed to have that sole and exclusive responsibility bringing players in. And when you have so many other wingers that are available that are not only less expensive but are better, that's where the math isn't mathing. And and we've seen this story time and time again. We're seeing again, it's not as if we're going to Stamford Bridge and picking out the best players that they have. We're going to Stamford Bridge and picking out their absolute rubbish so that they can buy the players that they want. We saw it just a few years ago with Caicedo. We had, we were balking at the price, and everyone was talking about Ricedo, Ricedo and Partey. That was going to be like the midfield trio, but that never came to fruition either. Again, I'm also going to say it for all the cheap seats in the back as well. No other manager across any sport, across the entire history of time itself, no other manager has spent this much money, won nothing since they've been spending all this money, and still kept their job. We are delaying the inevitable time and time again, day after day. And some people really need to see the worst of the last 20 some odd years. People like the most die-hard, devout Arteta sexuals and mutants and rectal cavity enthusiasts. They need to see us out of Europe. They need to see us so far deep into the mud. And you know what? At that stage, they because they lack the humility, because they lack the spine to admit that they were wrong, they would probably be like, you know what? We just have to retool. We have to reorganize. We have to do some other type of buzzword to protect their cult hero. Their boyfriend closet lover that they just can't stop defending. So that's I hope for this club is like the lunar cycle, it waxes and wanes, over like a calendar year. And seeing is believing, and until we actually see the players that we need to get over the line, we can't believe shit.
Yeah, mate, exactly right. And this is what the transfer window sort of been about. It's been about giving everyone this little false pretense that all of these signings are coming, because all the top gooners, just quickly before I bring Carl in, they'd all gone, 6 signings? Arsenal won't make 6 signings. Arsenal won't make 7, 8 signings. But they all, funnily enough, say we're heavily linked and we're in talks with about 6 or 7 or 8. Carl, how do you reckon our window is going, bruv? Linking on to what Doc absolutely nailed there, bruv.
Nothing really much to say. It is a joke. It's a complete and utter joke, bruv. You don't go into a fucking restaurant and order your sides, your buttered peas and your fucking peppercorn sauce before you're buying the steak. No retard ever does that. So why the hell would you buy depth first before any of your marquee signings? We needed a striker. We know we needed a 10 to compete with Odegaard. We know we needed another left winger to compete with Martinelli and Trossard, although Trossard's probably out the door pretty soon. We need someone to try and challenge Saka. Every position should be there to be competed for. And it seems like Kepa is just a backup. And not another lazy backup. Also says as well, Bournemouth have also bought Chelsea's other backup goalkeeper, Petrovic, for 25 million.
Well, he's one of our best goalkeepers, blood. You know that one. He's our best goalkeeper right now.
Yeah, and Bournemouth paid you 25 million. I love to think how much Petrovic is going to be on a week at Bournemouth. Because he ain't going to be on 85k a week like their highest earner is. No chance. Right? Norgard. Anybody fancy Norgard?
I do.
Any Premier not that way.
I do.
Yeah. Premier League proven. Cool. But he spent most of his career at Brentford. His only real trophy he's actually ever won is the freaking playoff championship. It's the championship playoff final in 2021. That's all he's got to show as a winning midfielder. Zubimendi, cool. We knew this back in January. It was a case of when, not if. When is he being announced? And I threw this out there, threw the Madueke name out there, Aaron. I've just fucking squashed Madueke in mosquito form there.
Pow! Run the kisser.
Right, the kisser, indeed. I gave you the name. You had a connection. You're like, no, stop winding me up. And I said, it wouldn't surprise me. And I generally thought deep down now, I'm just going to wind him up. It's a name that's going to get flung out in there. Little did I realize that this story had legs. And when a story has legs, it is going to happen. I just generally don't believe it. I've been on X pretty much all day during my breaks at work. And the arguments I've got into people regarding of this scrub is absolutely unbelievable. I actually shouted at one of the person. I said, I guarantee you any money, Noni Madueke is not going to be on 50k a week. He is not going to be on the same sort of money that Chelsea were putting him on. And someone tried to argue with me and goes, oh no, it's all a split fee. It's all about salary structure and that sort of thing. I said, bro, go through history. When has the only time a player leaves to take a pay cut is when they're on the downward spiral. Not downward spiral. That's actually quite disrespectful. Actually, they're on the tail end of their career. They're on the tail end of their career. They take they're on the downward. He's 23 years of age. You really think Noni Madueke is going to come to Arsenal and be on the same fee? It'd be on the same wage as what he was under Chelsea. You gotta be smoking some strong stuff to think that. He's going to be on at least over, at minimum, he's going to be on 100k a week. At maximum, he's probably going to be on 200k a week. Why? Because it's exactly what this football club does. Gabriel Jesus was on 95k at City.
Yeah.
Ballooned him up to 265. Kai Havertz was on, what was he on, 70 or 80 grand a week? Ballooned him straight up to fucking 280. And even when we bought players in for on a small amount of wage, we fucking increased them so highly that now they're immovable.
Big up, brothers. Yeah.
I swear to God,
It's
Chelsea.
It's a joke, Cole, isn't it?
It is a joke.
It's a fucking joke. I'll tell you what isn't a bloody joke, though. I'll tell you what ain't a joke, though. Terry Tips is a key negotiator. He's there for a party. And he's saying, let's go for Worcester. And want an upgrade on Havertz is a fucking donkey. We need a fucking stallion. Talk to me. We got a fucking donkey, but you want to buy a stallion. Talk to me. Fucking ridiculous. Big up Zeri Tips, always. And my impression is very terrible, but I love doing it. So bear with me. Big up, man. Big up to everyone in the chat. World class chat. 175 in the building. Smash those bloody likes up. I've left everyone's name there, so they've got all of their things. Make sure you go and follow every single one of these people, man. Sheppo's in the building as well. Big up, man. Aaron R. Dwarf. I know I'm propped up. I'm propped up. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm propped up. I'm on a step ladder. I put it down and a little bit down.
On a booster seat and that.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. I'm a little goblin. I'm a little green goblin. Yeah.
You never know. Aaron could be standing up. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Oh shit! Yes, it's coming with that background. Okay, it's gonna be like that, is it? Yes. All right. Cool. No worries.
What? The background's the same, bro.
Yeah. I was coming with that and the background. Okay. No worries. We'll figure that out. Don't worry, Das.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna send me more money?
We'll have something in store for you. No. We'll have something in store for you. Don't worry about that. Jason, big up to you, brother. Real one, big up to you, brother. Who else we got in the building? We got Adam, 2025. Big up to you, brother. And why not? Come on, man. But Ernie, Sesame Street, big up. Come on, man. Come on, big up to you. Sam, what we saying, bro?
Here's the thing.
Arsenal, come on. Come on, talk Madueke to me. Talk Madueke to me.
The thing is,
Madueke. That's what I want to hear about. Madueke.
Look, the thing is, it was already bad enough that you had signed the players you had signed. Apart from Zubimendi, it was already bad enough the signings that you had going. Because they were not level races, they were not players that would improve your first team or take you to a title-winning team. Let's just be honest. But the fact, and I repeat this right now, Arsenal still haven't signed a striker. They have not yet signed a striker. The Gyokeres still ain't done. The fact this deal was completed inside what? A couple of days?
Not even that.
Yeah. That right there
Yeah.
is sending a clear signal that these men, number one, ain't really that serious on getting these big players in. They would rather prioritize getting these low quality players before getting in a proper player. And what scares me the most, and if I was an Arsenal fan, I would genuinely be worried about this, because this is a warning signal. The fact Madueke, who does not even raises the level of Arsenal, the fact they even paid over 50 million for that guy. They blew a good ton of their budget on the guy. Now being forced to sell players in order to get someone like an Eze or a Rodrigo, when they could have got one of them if they hadn't bought Madueke, is one hell of a warning alone. And number two, the fact this guy is the first attacking signing Arsenal have done in this transfer window, when you guys need to make signings now that improves your team now to go on and challenge and win the title or the Champions League. That is screaming to me that this is a club that has not learned from previous mistakes. But as much as I rated him at LA, the fact he has signed him before anyone else, I'm not even gonna lie, it just screams to me that, number one, Arteta's got the final say still. And Arsenal looks like they're going to go trophyless again, mate. Because now it can't just be Gyokeres and then that's enough with Madueke. You need to sign at least Eze or Rodrigo for it to be successful, to close to it. At least.
Yeah.
And now that's even being questioned. You know, players have to go out. You need to sell. When are you going to sell? How much are you going to sell? How much can you raise? Is Eze going to get picked up by Liverpool? Is a Bayern Munich or someone going to be included?
Yeah.
Is someone going to buy Rodrigo before Arsenal get a chance to come in? This right here, the fact even Arsenal went for Madueke, the fact they even paid 48, close to 50 million and above for this guy, is one hell of a signal that is saying, do you know what, mate? You're not serious. And listen, Aaron, Carl, and Norm, even Doctor, I'm sorry to say this, mate, but you lot ain't serious. You ain't. You man ain't serious.
Yeah, we ain't.
If you were serious, this guy would be the. Yeah, but this is the thing. This guy would have been the last attacking player in the team if you man was serious. You ain't serious. You ain't. Like, how can you
fucking
go?
Serious is my first girlfriend in year one. Bro, that's how serious we are.
Bro, how can you, bro?
Ridiculous.
Aaron, how can you go? How can you go from a situation where you need to win? Yeah, you need first team players that improves your team right now. And then the first thing you do when it comes to attacking players, right? We're talking in the attacking area now, yeah? And you go and sign a backup, and I say a backup for Saka, yeah? The first player is Madueke, who is dog shit, because he is dog shit. I don't think anyone on this panel even rates it to be a floor-raising player. And then number 2. And then what do I hear? Oh, he might be the guy that gets stuck on the left wing. I mean, does that look serious? 50 million has been blown on this guy. 50 million has been spent on this man. 50 mil. But they're haggling over 5 mil for Gyokeres. See how stupid this has got now, mate? Yeah?
Yeah. I'm going to put in the chat to second what you're saying as a poll. Who's happy with Madueke? That's it.
Bro, how can you go... Here's the thing, Aaron. This sums up Arsenal's transfer in the last, 10, 12 years? Ever since the Higuain days and the Suarez deals back in the day. Do you get me? This goes back to these days. It's still happening yet to this day. And the fact they've put themselves in a position where they might have to sell to get a Rodrigo or an Eze because they've blown it on Madueke, bro. It's embarrassing.
But you know what the problem is? Sam, though, don't you? We're trying to offload Zinchenko. AC Milan won't take it because, wait for it, his wages.
There you go.
Leandro Fenerbahce have pulled out. Yeah, Fenerbahce have pulled out of Leandro Trossard. Why is that? Oh, yeah, wages.
And not even just that. What is Rodrigo demanding, for example, to come? Over 300 grand a week. But Arsenal ain't paying that money. They're not going to pay the money. Yeah? People like, Rory Talks Football or Igal. Bro, they can come up, or Igal. They can come out and say all they want. Oh, yeah, Arsenal will pay the money. They've got no issues with not paying the money for Rodrigo. But then I'm seeing this. Yeah, and then I'm seeing that players are not leaving also because of how high their wages are, bro. And then we'll talk about what Kai Havertz leaving next summer, bro. If Havertz does not agree to a pay reduce, he's not gonna leave. This is the issue.
Yeah.
I've got one question. I've got one question.
Go on. I'm gonna move it on.
Yeah. If I saw Burr, I would ask him one simple question: why the hell did you blow that money on Madueke? Why? Why on earth? What went through your head to even accept that?
Especially what brother Conor Reece is saying, or Carl. I keep wanting to say Carl Reece because it reminds me of Terminator, man. Every time I see the old Conor Reece, Carl Reece. Sorry, mate. Yeah, Conor Reece.
Embarrassing, man.
John Garner, Carl Reece. It just does me every time I see them two names. Sorry, big up to you, Conor, though, mate. I'm sure you're not a Terminator fan, or if you are, awesome. I love Terminator. How's it going, bruv? I'm all good, man. This Madueke signing is a disgrace. This is why we like Conor Reece. We are out here thinking he is back up to Saka. This is a fantastic point, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, he will start on the left in place of Martinelli. Yasser, talk to me. Is he right? Because I think Conor Reece is spitting #facts.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's better than Martinelli anyway. But that's a different story, isn't it? But do I think he can play on the left?
But that doesn't take much, let's be honest, man. He does not take much.
Yeah, but I'm saying if he starts ahead of him, it's not like he's starting ahead of Rodrigo on the left. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where him starting on the left is not the major thing, is whether, you know what I'm saying, Arteta can unlock him and all that. Do you know what I mean?
You never like he unlocked Havertz, like he unlocked Sterling, like he unlocked fucking...
You know what it is, yeah? For me, I just think he's a different type of player than Saka, innit? They're not both the same players.
Well, he's direct.
Madueke likes to take on his man. Saka's more of a player that runs in behind. So, you know, maybe he's trying to do that where he's trying to play in a different way. But when we offered Arsenal fans, when we said to Arsenal fans, you know what? I think this was before we got Pedro Neto. Before we even knew that I was going to get Pedro Neto, I was telling people, why don't you just get him as backup for Saka? Oh, no, he's injury prone and all this. So when you offer someone that's good, they don't want it. And then if I give you a player that's slightly worse than Saka, all of a sudden it's now we don't want him either. But what do you want then? I mean, what do you want? You don't want a better player than Saka or someone on his level, because that's going to hinder his favorite player, playing on the right. So what do you want on the right then? You need someone else to play there. And usually the player that you bring in is not always better than the guy that's playing ahead. So unless you're, certain teams, yes, they may have two players on a similar level. Yeah, but not every team has that. As long as that player that you bring off the bench can do can give you, a certain level of performances or whatever from where you need him, then usually it's fine. Because you already have the guy who's starting that's playing majority of the games. So I don't know. For me, I personally don't think Madueke is as bad as Arsenal fans make him be.
Oh, come on.
No. Wait. I'm not finished.
You're
my
not
issue.
finished.
No. I'm not trolling. I'm not trolling. Wait.
Oh, yeah. You are.
Honest,
just quickly before you carry on trolling. Yeah. So just before you carry on trolling, I want to say oi to my brother Dow. Yeah, big up to Oregon, my brother from over the pond. I've done something. This is specifically for you. This is Dow, specifically for you.
Oh, nice one, brother.
Nice one, brother.
Nice one, brother.
I said, nice, bruv.
Nice one, brother.
I said, nice, bruv.
For you, Dow. Just for you, my friend. Big up in Oregon, my friend. Always a pleasure. Come on, mum.
Look at that comment. Look at that comment right there from Boston. Bro, Aaron, look at that comment from Boston. Look at that.
I'm so far behind on the comments.
Bro,
and I do apologize.
The most delusional shit I've just seen from tonight.
Well, you have to read it out if it's something worth.
Man just said all the links are dribblers. Rodrigo Noni. He's changing the system to accommodate Gyokeres. Bro, if you think Madueke is going to change things like that, bro, you are smoking something very bad, bro.
Big up to you, Dow. Big up to you, Dow. Come on, yes. Before we get Norms in, you was just going to carry on taking the piss, weren't you?
No, bro, I wasn't taking the piss. I think you can do a job on the right. No. I think no. This is the thing, though.
You can do a job on the right. Yeah, you can. So we've spent 55 million quid on a backup.
No, but this is the thing, Mike. So we were kind of handicapped last season in terms of our striker, innit? So we didn't have, every time our wingers did do something, it ended up in nothing. So let's say if we did have a better striker, they may have the wingers that we have may have had better numbers. Then all of a sudden they might have not looked as bad as they do now. But then that's not even my point. I think that my issue with Madueke is his final decision making, innit? He changes his mind a lot. So when he cuts in, instead of shooting like for what Saka does usually when he cuts in, he shoots. He changes his mind and does the fake shot thing, and it ends up going out. His crossing isn't the worst.
And you think
his shooting's only good in training, innit? Like if you see the training videos, they all go in, but then in real life, like in the games, they don't always go in.
Yeah, but that's that's the same as practicing in any sport. You could probably it's the same as I know I watch darts as the second part of my channel. When they're on the practice room, they're hitting the 180s, they're hitting the bullseyes, they're hitting their double top, they're hitting it all for flipping fun. The minute they get on that stage, they barely fucking hit it, unless you're world class.
Because you've got
I get it. But I'm saying, as a player, look, I'm not saying that he's the right player to get right now. And I get why you guys are upset about that. But I'm saying, him as a player, if he improves his final decision making, which can be coached, he's not a bad player. And you think Arteta is going to be the one to get it out of him? Well, that's a you problem. That's not Madueke's problem. That's your club's problem.
Exactly.
He wants
our problem.
And I know that Arteta is one of them, man. He's probably called him up and said the same thing he told Willian, that he's going to win the Champions League next year or something. And that's why he turned up.
But to be fair, didn't Tom Canton tell us that he's done a good move?
If you were Madueke with Arsenal, a club that are far better than Chelsea right now, in a much better position of competing for the top honours, and you got the chance to come into a team to get minutes, play under a manager that has a consistent track record of improving our forward players and getting good results from all of our players, to be fair. Hence why we have found ourselves breaking records for goal scoring and number of wins we've had in seasons, etc., and so on. God. Then he would jump at the chance, and is jumping at the chance.
This is such fucking bullshit.
Man's deluded.
Unbelievable.
Don't go on, man.
Unbelievable. Where's Aaron gone? Is he shut off? Is he shut off? Is he?
Yeah, we'll be back.
Yes. I know you've just done a sales pitch.
They got me.
Welcome back, Aaron.
They got me.
You've just done a sales pitch for Madueke, or Muddy Wakey, as I call him.
Mad Wakey.
Whatever you want to call it. You've done a sales pitch. It's too late. We've already bought the player. That's the way it goes, mate. That's the way the cookie crumbles. I mean, you're saying, yeah, you know, he could do a job for us, and the fact is, where is he? Where is he in the pecking order for you guys?
I'm not.
Can't hear you. You're
Yeah.
muted.
Me?
You're muted.
Oh, well, someone else talk then.
Yeah, okay. Right, let me carry on, because my man's talking and he doesn't realise he's muted, or something's going on with his mic. But listen, basically, my understanding is that
I didn't know I was muted.
yeah, okay, yeah. So I know what's going on with Aaron's team, but the muters are getting him. The muters are getting him today. Yeah, where's he in the pecking order? Where's he in the pecking order for you guys?
So we have a lot of wingers, isn't it? So what happens is we either play Pedro Neto on the right and Sancho on the left. Sancho's gone. Sometimes he goes on the left. So he's kind of like backup, and sometimes he starts depending on the games.
Okay, I mean, when with the newer players,
it's similar to what he's going to do at Arsenal. So
basically,
like...
the new players that you brought in, he could end up being about fourth choice, fifth choice if he was to stay.
Yes, because we have another winger coming in next year.
So you basically sold us a fifth choice winger for 55 million, well, almost 55 million, 52 million.
Yeah, we bought him for
28 million pounds. You bought him for 28, so you've made a profit. And yes, you know, he's like the full fifth choice player to for us to come and buy him off you for this amount of money. And then obviously, as Mr. Tom C says, we can improve. We have the technology to improve this player and make him be one of the best players in the world. You know, because this is what Arteta comes with. You know, he comes with this. But also, what my thing is this as well. Is Arteta going against the grain when it comes to his attitude? Because I noticed that Arteta don't really like players with attitude, players that don't train. You know, he's very questionable when it comes to his training. I've heard Maresca talk about his training, and even to the point where I've heard that the reason why you guys have actually got rid of him is because his attitude. He's got a bad attitude. He doesn't train well, and we've ended up saying, oh, "Thank you very much. We'll come and pay the 48."
I've never heard that before, but if that's what it
is, this is stuff that I've gone into the matrix and had a little fumble, and had a look and see what this guy is all about.
Yeah.
Look, Madueke, he's coming into this side. Is, as people are saying, he's good business. That's the buzzword now. He's good business. Not only that all the players around his age are going for 52 to 55 million pounds. That's why Chelsea have set that price thingy, because they've looked at Elanga, they've looked at other players that have gone for 50 odd million. What other players have gone for 50 odd million? I can't remember. But these are the players in English that have gone for 50 odd million. There's Lookman for Atalanta. Yeah, we can get this guy for 50 million euros, under 50 million euros. And we choose to go and get Noni Madueke.
I think Arteta sees what's it called? He's trying to do the whole Sane regen thing. Someone that plays on the right and the left and that, you know.
but listen, he's played on the left, right? So last
25 million. Nomsky is 25 million for each side, you know.
This is not funny, my brother. This is not funny. Yeah, anyway, listen, he's coming, and at the end of the day, he's coming supposedly to challenge Saka, or to just be his backup. That's really it, because this guy ain't gonna get in front of Saka. As long as Saka's fit, this guy is coming. But the narrative out there now is that we need to rotate, because they've actually just realised that Saka's been running to the ground. So they've actually realised, you know what, we really need to rest Saka now. So we're gonna get Noni Madueke. All the names you can think, Wakey, whatever you want to call him, is now gonna be the support man for Saka. Not only that, he can play on the left. Well, when he did play on the left for you guys, I think it was 7 times. 7 times, no goals, no assists.
The left. He just started playing there recently, and then all of a sudden we got the Arteta links.
He's left-footed, isn't he? But Arteta can invert and coming on his left foot. That's why he
Noski, how has he become the first attacking signing this summer transfer window for you?
No, I absolutely don't get it. And I think this is the question that we have to keep asking ourselves. Nobody understands this actual thing that we've gone for him, paying this kind of money when we are haggling over 3.8 million or something like that for the Gyokeres deal.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
This deal was done
Somebody
within
fucking
what?
talk to me. Make it make fucking
40 odd hours,
sense.
48 hours or whatever it is. Yeah, it's quite interesting. I think what's happening is that Arteta has actually set us up for this. Yeah, because if you go back, and Curtis Shaw spoke about this on his show, and if you go back to March was it? I can't remember, 16th of March.
Oh, was it when Arteta said our attack was great and that?
Yeah. He talked about it. He talked about the attack and saying that actually that your attack is probably the best attack by far. He can't prove it because he says he actually says it's my opinion. He says, let me just give you the quote. He said, it's my opinion. I have a lot of data. The objective one is what it says as well as what I see in the game that they play, but I might be wrong. I don't know. I think he was preparing us for Madueke. I think this guy was preparing. They've been looking at this guy for 2 seasons.
They've been greasing them wheels up.
But you were linked to him last season, though.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. Listen,
bastard wheels,
listen,
mate.
It's an Arteta signing.
Yeah.
It's come out. Fabrizio's come out. All Steener's come out and said it. It's a Fabrizio sign. No, I'm sorry, Arteta signing.
Yeah.
So no blame could be gone on to Berta for that one. Yeah, no blame could be gone on to him for that one. So at the end of the day, we've gone and spent this money when we could have, as I said, we could have looked at Lookman and got him for like 50 million euros, under 50 million euros. And we've just wasted our money on this guy. He doesn't bring. Listen, people say that, he can dribble. Yeah, but I want to see an end product. Yeah, I want to see an end product. I think paying that sort of money for a guy that can just be a backup, for me, I don't get it. And a lot of people online have been saying the same thing. We don't understand.
Okay, but what's Nomsky? Is your problem that he's a Chelsea or ex-Chelsea, or is it that you paid 20 million or 50 million?
Both.
What is it?
Everything.
Everything about Yasser, everything about it. Out of the 6 forwards that we've actually gone and bought, 4 of them have been from Chelsea.
No, but he's
William, Sterling, Havertz, and now Madueke. Not to mention the fact we got the only one that's not named a reject is Leandro Trossard. That's the only one of our forwards that we've actually bought, which actually technically was actually a very good winger for us. Unfortunately, he prefers to. Unfortunately, he thinks he's better than what he thinks he is, and wants to continue to start all the time.
Well, he's better than Madueke.
But we've all seen this with our pair of eyes here, with my pair of glasses as well. That he's very good coming off the bench. It's like if you ever watch the NBA, you've got one key person that comes off your bench to make an instant impact. That is Leandro Trossard in a nutshell. But when he starts, he's just not there.
Yeah, facts. I'm gonna bring Brandon right in now, but just for 1 second, I just have to bring up this because I've seen my best friend, one of my best buddies in the chat. Big up to you, Craig. I hope the missus as well. Ronnie, come on, Connor. Love to you both, man. Big up to the kids. I will be seeing you at that football tournament, maybe Sunday if you're going. So let me know. But big up to you. Love you all. Always, my friend. Always, my friend. Brandon. Yeah, listen, man. It's been an absolute nonsensical transfer window, but listen, it's the 11th of July now, Brandon. It's the 11th of July now. So what we got to prepare is one more week. One more week, Brandon, and then they're going to jet off on their holidays. They're going to fly off, and then they're going to go. Then that's top gooners. That's what they were saying. Well, as long as it's 1st of July, they can't sign him until 1st of July. Can't sign him until 1st of July. But now it's until the plane leaves. Cool. You've got 1 week. 1 week to get Victor Gyokeres in, Eberechi Eze, Rodrigo, Madueke for some strange reason, and all of that over the line. What we've done so far in our business, if you want to call it, is £75 million, Brandon. We've got Norgard, the Brentford captain. Don't forget that. So good that Thomas Frank went to Tottenham and didn't want him. That good. He was that good that Thomas Frank went to North London and didn't bring him. He was that good of a captain, just saying. And they needed central midfielders, just saying. Also, guess what, Brandon? Yeah, we also signed Crapper, but no one gives a shit. We also signed Zubimendi for 498,000 at the time. That brought us down to about £75 million. The Madueke brings us to astronomical higher levels. And then you start adding all the other little deals in there. And do you know, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm just going to cut to the chase. What the fuck is going on, Brandon, bro? What the fuck is going on? I know you're dying to say something, and I'm dying to hear it. So I'm going to shut my mouth.
Well, that's better. My internet was bugging for a minute there, so
yeah, I
we're
carried you
back.
through it. That's why I done that. Yeah, I carried you through it.
We're back. Panic stations, guys. Let me tell you something about Gyokeres. Yeah, let me tell you something about Gyokeres. Arsenal don't want Gyokeres. Arsenal do not want Gyokeres. And I've thought about this today. Yeah, maybe I'm doing a little bit of gymnastics here, mental gymnastics, as you call it. But I don't think I am, because I know this football club. I've supported this football club over 20 years. I know how we act in the transfer market, bro. Do you know what I mean? If Arsenal genuinely wanted Gyokeres, we would just pay the extra 5 million euros. You've got a player there that is doing his utmost best to try and get a move to Arsenal. He's even willing to give up 2 million euros bonus to come to Arsenal. And our sporting director flew out to Portugal the other day to secure the deal and never came back with him. I don't think Arsenal want Gyokeres. Let's just think about it logically, right? Normski just said about how, Arteta was lining up Madueke, how he was linked to him last summer. We have done our due diligence on Sesko for the past 18 months. We've been linked to Sesko for ages, bro. Yeah, this manager has been obsessed with Sesko. The reason why we didn't do anything in January, we are told, is because we want Sesko. Sesko's the guy, right? So why now are Arsenal going to pivot to Gyokeres? Yes, his goal scoring record speaks for itself, but all along we've wanted Sesko. So what are Arsenal doing right now? Well, they've agreed a contract with Gyokeres, but they've also agreed a contract with Sesko, right? The only reason we're not going for Sesko is because Leipzig have refused to drop their asking price of 90 million euros. Yeah. So Arsenal are pushing along with the Gyokeres deal, right, to try and force Leipzig's hand to drop that asking price, bro. Because if we genuinely wanted him, we would just pay the 5 million euros and get the guy. Yeah, he wants to come. I mean, there's not many players in the world that will give up bonuses and give up money out of his own pocket in order to force a move. There's not many players that would do that, right? I know we're Arsenal. I know we're a big club. I know it's Premier League football, etc., etc. But he's turned down moves to other potential suitors as well in order to focus on, I want Arsenal, right? I think what's happening here is Arsenal are stalling on this because they're waiting for that phone call from Leipzig for Leipzig to go, do you know what? We're going to drop the asking price on Sesko. And I guarantee you guys, in the next week or two, no striker will have come into our football club. We won't have the striker come in before the Singapore tour because Arsenal are going to be waiting for Leipzig to come along and say, we're dropping that price. And if it don't happen, if Leipzig don't do that, Gyokeres is there. He's lined up. We're ready to go.
But Brandon,
but
do you think it's Arsenal?
Best believe we are not getting this striker until towards the end of this window. Best believe that. Yeah. So we got bigger problems than Noni Madueke, bro. Do you know what I mean? And the fact that let's just put it this way, right? I said on Northside's channel, if Arsenal sign Noni Madueke, I'm tapped out. I ain't watching next season. Fuck them. Yeah. But the reason why I'm saying that even more now is because the football club have seen the backlash from the fan base. They've seen how fans are signing petitions and stuff like that to make the deal not happen. And they've still gone ahead and done it anyway. Yeah, so that tells me this football club don't give a toss about us, bro.
No.
They don't give a toss about us. So why should we give a toss about them?
They
have no interest in winning. They have no interest in anything other than.
Go on,
Brandon. Go on, Bob.
Now come on, Brandon.
Yeah,
Sorry, say that again. My internet's bugging again.
Yeah. Now,
No,
I think
go
that
on,
people were trying to let you
finish.
land, but obviously, internet was lagging and all that shit. Yeah.
No, bro,
Come
I
on,
was
get
just
that shit out. Get that
I was
shit
just
out.
gonna ask. I was just gonna ask Brandon if he thinks it's Arsenal that don't want Gyokeres, or if he thinks it's Arteta that don't want him on one Sesko instead.
It's Arteta that doesn't want him.
Yeah,
because I think Berta wants.
It's clear. It's clear. Berta's not here to. Berta's just here to get the deals over the line. He's not here. He's not here to go and choose the players.
Nah, he's a fraud as well. You know, I can't lie.
Apparently, but Normski, with all due respect, remember what I said last night? If you're not the solution, you're part of the problem.
Yeah, but you know what it is. I've read from the Times here that they were saying that Berta thinks he's worth 65 million, so they think they got a good player. Basically, that's what I read.
What? Wait, who? Gyokeres?
Berta thinks that Madueke is worth 65 million, so he thinks he's getting a good deal.
Bro, he's Reece Nelson with a fucking headband on.
I don't get that. I mean,
with a fucking bandana.
What sense does that? What sense does that make?
It can't. Surely, Berta.
I'll read it out. I'll read it out for you, real quick.
Yeah, read it out.
No. So the Time reports that Andrea Berta believes Arsenal are not overpaying for Madueke by launching a £50 million bid. They add that he's convinced that Chelsea
that is over
55 million in the current market.
That is overbidding. He isn't worth 48 million plus 4 million in add-ons. He is not.
What?
30 million tops. 35 million tops. That is appalling.
I'm starting to give this Berta the side eye.
With you, bro.
He's either that or playing games.
Do you know what it stinks of? Do you know what it stinks of? Sven Mislintat, yeah? When he came in, old Diamond Eye, and he just went, do you know what? Oh, yeah, I've done well with that Mkhitaryan geezer before. Yeah, get him over here. Oh, do you know what? I did do well with that Aubameyang. Get him over here. And that's Socrates. Yeah, get him over here and all. Do you know what? He did do a couple of good little things, you know what I mean? Throwing in, I'm sure he's part of the regime of the Martinelli and Guendouzi. So fair enough for that. Saliba, probably, you know. But either way, it was just lays, wasn't it? It was just fucking put the feet up. Here we go. Just chill the fuck out. And, I'll just negotiate for Arteta.
But you know, Aaron,
what's his job though? One sec though, yes. But this is the real crux of what Arsenal fans want and need to know right now. I reckon we need actually some transparency from the club here for us in order to move forward. And by
you got more, bro. You got more.
One sec, Carl. But we need transparency from the club, and by that I mean come and tell us what Berta is here to do. Don't just come in and just say I was a sporting director. Tell us what his job is. I think that's fair enough to the fans to come in and say that. I think that's absolutely fair enough to come and look at us fans in the eyes and say, okay, my name's Andrea Berta. I am here to negotiate, scout, look for, oversee, and the infrastructure of the Arsenal first team and prospects. That's what I thought Berta was here to do. I'm not going to lie. That's what I thought he was here to do. Yeah, I thought he'd come here, and he was. Brandon, is it Brandon there? Here we go. He was back here. I thought he was coming here, and he was going to be. I will give you the players. You manage them. Manager. You manage the squad. Manager. I direct and get you. That's what I'm thinking. What is Berta's job? This is the fucking mystery. What does he do? Is he Arteta's bitch? Is he sometimes Arteta's bitch? Is he there? Do you know what I mean? When he puts his feet up and Berta crawls under, he scutters under just so his ankles don't lose blood, so he don't get pins and needles. What's going on? What's actually going on?
But Aaron, has he even had an interview? Please
tell me what the fuck does Berta do at this football club?
I've got a simple answer to that question. Has he even had an interview yet?
He probably hasn't.
He didn't. He hasn't got an interview. He hasn't done anything.
What is that
fucking signing?
Yeah, what does that say? If he hasn't even had an interview, that is a clear signal that the club clearly don't want people to find out what his true role is. Because why would you not have an interview?
Well, can he not schedule his own interview?
No, but it's not up to the club. Should do that. Like, what if I start working at a company? What should I schedule when the interview should be?
Fair, but
I mean,
this is the thing though. I never trusted him anyway. Like, because when I used to do the shows with Aaron, I never trusted him anyway. I used to tell Aaron that, listen, let's just see what he does, and then if he cooks, everyone can just say he cooks, before he overcooks the food. Because my thing was, he bought Costa from us, for like 60 million, scored like 3 or 4 goals in 4 years. He bought Morata of us. He bought Griezmann and twice. Do you know what I mean? He bought a bunch of strikers. Some of the things that he's doing, or potentially some of the things that he did, his thing was always sometimes buying this potential striker thing. That was his thing as well. So it's not like Sesko is not guaranteed to only be Arteta's thing. Does that make sense? It could be his too, because he was one of them guys that used to get those strikers anyway. But it's just that I can't really, because he goes there and he smiles when he's good. You know what I mean? He's always in the pictures now. Every player that comes in, he's there taking the pictures. So he's part of the problem, essentially. But I know that part of the job, he probably has to do the pictures thing anyway.
When does pre-season start?
Next week. That's what Aaron said.
A week away.
We fly out on the 19th, and our first game, I believe, is against AC Milan, 23rd of July, I believe, 12:30 p.m. kickoff UK time.
We are so fucking prepared. We're so prepared again.
Cheers, everybody.
Yeah, Brandon, I noticed you come back in there, and you was going to have a little say. I know your Wi-Fi's been a little bit buggy, so I know you're always on short time as well. So I thought I'd jump straight back into you for a sec, bro.
Yeah, no. Just to answer Sam's question more than anything else, it's obvious who the Sesko signing would be. It's obvious that Arteta wants Sesko instead of Gyokeres, because if he signs Gyokeres and he doesn't get the tune out of him that we expect him to get out of him, then his job's on the line, bro. If he signs Sesko and it doesn't quite work out, he can still play a £65 million signing in Kai Havertz with no problem. And if, again, we come to the end of the season and we haven't won anything, the excuse will be, he needs time to settle in. He's only young. Whereas you can't make them excuses with Gyokeres. Gyokeres is one of the most informed strikers in world football. If he doesn't come in and bang goals, then people will be looking at Arteta. And as far as what Canton said, right, because I see the video clip that you played, Aaron, of Canton, right? As far as Canton says, Arteta gets the best out of our forward line. Okay, let's go through that, shall we? Martinelli bagged 10 goals in 10 games under Unai Emery. Martinelli is a shadow of the player that he was now. Yeah, Bukayo Saka, okay, he's done very well with him. Although I still think that Bukayo Saka under another manager will probably be even better than what he is right now. And then you look at our strikers, like our forward line in total. Odegaard, terrible, mate. Yeah, terrible. That's another position we need to fill, by the way. If anybody thinks that going into this season that Martin Odegaard being the sole creative spark for this team is going to get us anywhere, it ain't. The geezer's a soft touch. He's a liability.
That's what I was hoping Eze was going to be, innit, Brandon? Eze was going to maybe come in if we would bring him in and fucking force him out. Not for left wing Eze, innit?
Well,
to try and get his captain out.
Yeah, well,
the thing is Eze's better suited in the 10 role, bro. You know, Eze's much better in the 10 role for Palace, breaking them lines.
Yeah.
You know, he's quite powerful as well. I'd take Morgan Rogers as well, because I think somebody like that busting through the midfield is going to offer a lot more to us than Martin Odegaard. But
who's buying in Brandon?
I don't think this club will
50 odd million. Brandon, this is what I'm saying. Who's just bid 50 million quid for him? Chelsea. Where did they get that money from?
There's a surprise.
We are an absolute
make it make sense, Brandon.
Mess. Absolute mess.
I'm telling you, there's money laundering going on. There is some form, either that or we have been infiltrated by somebody who's dealing with Chelsea. Yeah. How can we have signed 6 Chelsea players in 6 years? That don't even make any sense. Do you know what I mean?
And none of them are good. The best one's Jorginho.
But the thing is, it's
No,
the, speed
the best one's Czech. The best one we ever got was Czech. That was under Arsene Wenger's reign.
In the last 5 years.
In Arteta's reign, no, none of them have. None of them have.
Something's off. I'm telling you, there should be an investigation into this because I'm not even joking, right? Even if like fucking hell, Liverpool, right? Liverpool used to use Southampton as their feeder club, right?
That's right.
And even Liverpool didn't sign 6 players off Southampton in 6 years. This is getting beyond the joke. This is getting beyond the joke. It's an absolute joke that what Arsenal are doing. But I still maintain, right? Arsenal's biggest issue, and will always be Arsenal's biggest issue, is the fan base.
Yeah.
Because, right? Yeah. People will sit there now and say, Arteta out. I agree with that. He's not good enough. People will say, Berta out because he's not doing the job that we expected of him. You know, providing on how this transfer window goes, I'd be saying the same thing. People will then turn to the Cronkies and say, Cronky out. But let's be real about it, right? Let's use this as an analogy. If you go to a restaurant, and it's a very well-known restaurant, and you ordered the steak, but the steak comes out to you, yeah, it's cold, and it's unseasoned, right? Maybe you might go, do you know what? We'll try it again another day, because maybe they've had a bit of an off day. Maybe the chef's had a bit of an off day, right? But if you're going 20 years to that same restaurant, and that same restaurant, you order the steak every time, and that same restaurant sends it out to you cold and unseasoned, whose fault is it? Is it the restaurant's fault or is it your fault?
Your fault.
It's your fault. Yeah, the first time, the second time, maybe you could blame the restaurant for not having, you know, setting the standards that they say they set. But after 20 years of going there and being served the same thing and complaining about it, right? It becomes your fault, does it not? So that's why I sit there and say, I can't blame the Cronkies. I can't blame Arteta. I can't blame Berta. Yeah, I can't blame Arsenal Football Club as a whole, because they're only serving up the shit that this fan base is accepting. And the majority of this fan base does accept. And until the minority become the majority, the minority being us lot, yeah, nothing will change. They'll continue to serve up this shit. I guarantee you, yeah, there'll be Arsenal fans there sitting online now after saying no to Madueke, after saying, I don't want that geezer anywhere near my football club. They'll be sitting there now trying to put a positive spin on it, gassing it up.
They have.
You know what
everyone that I bookmarked, I've started to do it now. Lagrover's done it. Rory Talks Bollocks has done it. Igal's slowly coming to terms about it. They're all
have you seen Rory's one? Yeah, Rory's one saying we can get something out of him because Chelsea. What did he say? Chelsea ruined him. Well, how's it our fault, bro? It's not your. Like, just because you keep calling the dealer for like a crack or something, it's not the dealer's fault. It's your fault.
The whole dealer.
Just say he's not good enough.
You know the funniest thing, right?
Just say he's not good enough.
These lot sit there and they say, we can get something out of him because Chelsea ruined him. Okay. Yeah. What you should, that's not the right question you should be asking anyway. That's not the right statement you should be making anyway. It should be, can this player take us to a major fucking trophy? If the answer is no, we don't want him.
I want it.
Yeah. And the fact that Chelsea paid £28 million for him 2 years ago, he's done absolutely F all in a Chelsea shirt, and we've just gone and dropped double.
Whoa. Conference League. You won a trophy. Do you know? Winner mentality, bro. You know?
Brandon, champions,
he's not coming trophyless.
Brandon, did you hear what Yasser said from the Times? Berta viewed Madueke as a £65 million player.
Yeah, so they think that they can make money on him. This is the point I was making. All these players all the players that you guys are buying from us, you think that we're letting go too early. Does that make sense? They think that Chelsea bought them and they're letting them go too early.
Yeah, so
they haven't got space for Madueke because someone else is coming in. So let's buy them off them because maybe we can, if we play a couple of games, they can get someone.
No, the problem is we won't make no money on them. You know why? Because when we bring these players in, we pay them over the wages that we're not to. So That's why we won't make no money on them. We're struggling to
Have
sell
you
our
sold
players.
anyone yet?
You've just
But this is the thing, because you guys are not winning things, so your attraction's money or something. No.
But yeah, I know that. So
from our club, like when you get in a player from our club, that's what I mean.
He's already done an interview with you guys and said you're the best.
Yeah, when he first came in.
When he first come and all of that, right? So what's he going to say when he comes? What's he going to say when he comes to Arsenal?
He's going to say the same thing.
What's he going to say?
He's going to say Arsenal's the biggest club.
He's only coming for the money. Same as Kai Havertz. He's only coming for the money. And the problem is we can't flip our players like you do because of the wages.
But I've heard the rumor, yeah, and I could be wrong. I heard the rumor that Skelly's on 140.
It probably is.
That's that doesn't surprise me.
Not sure, but that's what I heard.
Listen,
but that wouldn't surprise me. That's the going rate at Arsenal. We overpay every single player that we've got, bro.
Don't take it.
Look at things. Look at the situation at Arsenal right now, right? We can't sell Zinchenko because his wages are too high. We've never been good at selling players anyway. I mean, when we talk about dealings with Chelsea, right? We gave you Amari Hutchinson, and 12 months later, you fuckers sold him for 20-odd million £.
That's the market opportunity.
Yeah. We gave Manchester United
with Ethan, bro. I can't lie. It's just going to make us more money if we do end up getting a player like that when they were saying that we might swap it and all that.
But Brandon, have you sold anyone?
No, we haven't sold anybody yet. There's talk about Fabio Vieira might be leaving, but again, you know, that's a guy that we invested £35 million in, and it's talk that Arsenal might only get £10 to £15 million for it. Do you know what I mean? Our biggest sale, Sam, our biggest sale in our history is Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain to Liverpool for £35 million. That tells you everything you need to know about Arsenal selling players.
Who's before that, bro?
I remember.
You're going all the way back to Overmars days.
Are you man this bad?
That is not good, son. Yes, we
are
that bad.
You know what's mad, Tam? Yeah, we made 77 million in 2 days because we sold this guy Madueke, and we sold the what's his name, the goalkeeper today.
Petrovic.
Sorry.
So it's just for us. It just don't make sense. Look at Sam, bro. That's what when I remember that I was like, what? So they haven't sold the player for that amount.
And do you know what the coup de grace on this Yasser is? Because now you got all this money off of us, and all you sold your other goalkeeper, and now you sold Madueke. That means you're in line for Gyokeres, you're in line for Eze, you're in line for Rodrigo.
We're not
we have just literally given you the ammunition to go.
No, bro.
Cheers, Arsenal.
Because in my opinion, I don't think we're interested in Gyokeres. No. That's just an open goal, isn't it? If you lot miss it, you miss it. I think Eze is there. But remember, I don't know if I was with you, Carl, on Northside's channel, and some people were telling me the Eze deal's done, the Eze deal's done. Today or yesterday, we found that you ain't even spoken to Crystal Palace.
ITKs have been saying that. There wasn't me or Northside.
I don't know,
it was ITKs that were saying that.
Yes, when you're finished here, I'm going to make a point.
So for me, I think we're looking potentially at Rodrigo. I'm not going to be the guy saying, oh, Rodrigo, but that's because they said Iqbali likes him or whatever. And we've had this thing before where if our owners like a player, they take a private jet and get him. And they've already said before that they're willing to break the wage structure for him, even though we have a wage structure. So it could be a possibility, but I'm not sure about that.
If that is true, and Arsenal just handed Chelsea the money for Rodrigo, and Chelsea get rule talk.
But that's what I'm saying, bro.
Yasser, if that happens, everyone at that board and the manager should be sacked.
We know they won't go, Sam.
All I'm saying is Rodrigo was the smokescreen for Madueke, blood. He wasn't the other way around, fam. You know what I mean? He's one of them ones. Like,
let me tell you this. We ain't getting Rodrigo. I don't think Rodrigo will leave Real Madrid. And if he does leave Real Madrid, I think he'll go to somewhere like Bayern.
Rodrigo have said so he's not gonna force himself. The only way he leaves, it's been clear. The only way he leaves is if the club forces him out and says you're not part of the plans we want you gone. That's the only way.
Listen, yeah, there's a point, yeah, and this is the frustrating thing about this Madueke deal. Just give me 2 seconds. Yasser, that's bounty. He's shot. I was going to call him out, but big up to Yasser. I'm sure Mr. Waffle just put his link in the chat. Give Yasser a follow and a like and a cheeky little subscribe. Come on, man. He's a good lad. He is, Yasser. I had the privilege of meeting him a couple of weeks ago in person. He's just as chill and cool and calm as he is on screen. What a geezer. But yeah, do you know what? There's this Madueke thing, and not signing Madueke solves many problems for Arsenal Football Club. It solves the how on earth do we find £3.5 million to give Thornton for Gyokeres? Or the whole £3.5 million. It solves that. It also solves that. I know what you said, Brandon, and I do totally get you about the Rodrigo thing. I do think he actually might. I do think he might leave Real Madrid. If you're playing at that Club World Cup and you've been benched every single time you're sending a message, and then in the latter game, obviously the PSG, they sub Valverde over him instead of him. That's basically saying that's sending messages.
No, Brahim.
Was it? Yeah. Sorry, yeah, Brahim. Yeah. That's basically sending you messages, isn't it? That's sending you messages and like, look, maybe your time's done. Maybe Sam will know more about that than I will. But what I want from Arsenal is, would I expect Rodrigo to sign for Arsenal? No. I'm totally with you that on Brandon, because if you come to the Premier League and Liverpool and Manchester City register an interest, done. Salah, see you later. If Bayern Munich, people didn't slate in Bayern Munich again. Do you remember the pray for Bayern lot? Yeah. How did that work out for you? Well, why would he go to Bayern? It's a Farmers League, this and all of that. Yeah, ridiculous. They win trophies. That's why he goes to Bayern Munich. They win trophies, and they have done throughout their entire career, unlike your manager, by the way. Rodrigo, I just want us to have our name in the hat. And no 55 million for Noni Madueke allows us to do that. Yeah. It gives us that. My biggest fear is that he does come available and goes, you know what, I want to play in the Premier League. And Pep goes, no, I don't want him. Liverpool going, no, we're all right with what we've got. And he's just like, well, and Arsenal go, we've signed Madueke.
Can't do it.
Can't do it with Simon Madueke. That is the big. My brain, just keeps looping round back to this transfer, and I'm sitting there just thinking it's halted the Gyokeres deal. It probably stops us from signing Gyokeres. It probably even stops us signing Eberechi Eze for some strange reason. I mean, it's fucking an absolute cancer for our transfer window, this Noni Madueke signing. And they think they can make money on the geezer. And there's only one football team that are making money on him, and that's Chelsea Football Club.
You're missing the whole point, bro.
Please help.
Arsenal are not... Look, even if Rodrigo become available, Arsenal won't register an interest. They won't. All this shit that you see in the media about Arsenal are looking at Rodrigo, Arsenal are waiting for the Club World Cup, etc., etc., etc. That's just what Arsenal want us to believe. They throw it out in the media because they want us to believe that we're going to go for the best in class. We're not interested in the best in class. We're interested in getting top four, getting that Champions League dough, and calling it quits, bro. Yeah, and as providing that the signings that we make in the summer transfer window can do that and pretty much guarantee us a top four spot, we ain't interested in getting the best in class. Why? Because that means that the pressure has to be applied to the manager, the owners, and everybody. If we went out there and genuinely got Gyokeres, Eze, and Rodrigo on top of Madueke this summer, right? Everybody would be sitting there now saying, you got to win the league.
Yeah.
And if you don't win the league, you've got to win the Champions League. And if it don't happen, you need to fucking go.
Right.
Arsenal don't want that. Arsenal want us to continue buying merch, to continue buying tickets, to continue to buying this, to continue trusting in the process so that they can fleece us whilst this fucking manager, continues in his job. He's got all the power at the football club. You know, why would he want to apply extra pressure to himself by signing top players that then apply pressure to him to go and actually win something when he can get away with 5 years of not winning something and people are sitting there making excuses for him? You know, he's got this fan base on strings, bro. Yeah, he's got this fan base exactly where he wants them. Buying the merch, investing, you know, bringing the money in, which is what the Cronkies want. And he ain't got to do shit. He ain't got to win anything. And he's getting paid the third highest paid wages in terms of managers in world football. It's a dream, bro. You know, put yourself in his shoes, right? You're getting paid £15 million a year, and you don't have to win anything. Of course.
He's
You're
got
going to do the bare minimum, aren't you?
He's got it so lucky.
Just have to hit a bracket. It's actually mad when
you think about it. When you think about the whole situation, it's crazy. Yeah, when you think about the whole situation, it's crazy. I mean, this, as you say, Brandon, this club is finessing us. Yeah, the merch. You know what I mean? We just tap into it. Yeah, we've got to buy more merch. And as you said, the guy is paid 15.6 million just keep everything ticking over. As long as we're finishing that top four, the owners will come back to the table and go, "Well done, Mikel Arteta. You've done the business." Yeah, that's it. We bought players just to keep us in the top four. The other thing as well, which is interesting, and I don't know if this is a case where the tide might turn or not. I don't know, because this fan base that's absolutely tapped. But you've got the likes of William Saliba. Yeah, you think saying, "Oh, I'm going to give you 250 grand is going to keep you out," with the players that you're looking to bring in? They're looking at them players and thinking, "There's no way on God's earth that the players that you're looking at, yeah, currently that we've got, are going to get us or move us to the next level." Saka, why ain't Saka signed yet? Because he knows the score, man. His agents, both their agents, are going to say, hold off, because we ain't doing the business. We ain't doing the business on the pitch, yeah. And if you guys want to win trophy, then I'll suggest you just see out your contract. And Real Madrid will do that. Real Madrid will turn around to Saliba and say, "See out your contract. You're young enough, and then we'll snap you up." Yeah,
we might even go for him next summer if Arsenal don't win anything.
Because it's going to force their hand. It's going to force their hand.
Yeah, because they would have because you guys would have 1 year left. No,
1 year on the contract, and the player then can choose where he decides.
Exactly. And Arsenal can price whatever price that they want to price it at.
This is
just quickly, Carl, before you land that, Brandon, you wrote in the private, you got a shoot in your bruv.
Yeah, man. My internet's on a mad one tonight. I gotta sort it out, to be honest with you. But no, it's always good chatting with you lot. And I'm sure this won't be the last of the whinging and the moaning and whatever. There's still plenty of time to go. Man. Plenty of time for Arsenal to fuck it up even more.
Just be patient, Brendan.
Yeah, be patient. This is just the canopies. This is just the canopies. It's a bit before the starter. It's nothing.
Just be patient, mate. Come on. Just trust the process. He knows what he's doing. Calm down. Have a good Friday. Don't get too mad. Don't go DMing Noni Madueke. Don't hashtag Arteta out. Just calm down. Come on. Because it's all of us that are doing it.
Just real quickly before I go, right? Whoever it was that did what they did to the murals, mate. Big respect. I pay big respect to them. I don't know who it was. I mean, it could have been me in my sleep. I don't know, but I don't know who it was.
Apparently, we're all scum for applauding it. Apparently, you're not a real fan if you're applauding this. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. It's a madness. It's a madness, isn't it? Macy, just quickly, I think your fan is blowing right into your speaker, so it's giving a lot of
Sorry,
feedback there, brother.
Sorry, I'll shut it off for a bit just to
That's all right. That's all right. Sorry. Oh, has Brandon gone? Is he? Did I just kick him then? All right. Well, Brandon, apologies if I've just accidentally kicked you. Then that was an accident. And love for having you on as always, my brother. Big up. We got a new guest, Macy. Come on, tell me. It's getting hard in here.
I know, Aaron, I hate this heat wave. That's why I've not been wearing a shirt because of the whole heat wave situation. But at the end of the day, I have to wear this because I don't want to embarrass myself in front of all of you here tonight. But
Get the guns out on that.
I know, but it is what it is. I'm wearing my traditional Istanbul t-shirt because years ago I went to Turkey. Mate. Yeah, I went to Istanbul years ago, so I got this t-shirt. So big up to all the Turkish people and especially the Turkish clubs too. Yeah, and today, like the news of Noni Madueke coming to Arsenal is getting closer now, and it's just ridiculous. Like, I just don't know why. What is our obsession with getting a player from Chelsea? Because I've ran down a list of all the Chelsea players we've been getting and ended up not getting the best out of. William Gallas was one of them because he left a club that was winning multiple trophies under Jose Mourinho, and when he came to Arsenal, Ashley Cole left us, and look what happened before then. Cole was winning trophies, and Gallas was just basically sitting on his bum when we bottled a trophy. So that was the one, like that was Gallas's first mistake coming to Arsenal. Yossi Benayoun is another one that I would like to talk about. And listen, a lot of top Gunners will say, oh, but when Benayoun came to Arsenal, he was like, I think he scored 6 goals for us. Well, that's good, but did that get us anywhere? No, it didn't, because we still didn't win nothing with Benayoun in the squad. Then we ended up getting Petr Cech in. And listen, Petr Cech for me is one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League. But for me, when we got him from Chelsea, like I was a bit not too happy with it. I mean, why did we waste so much money on an experienced goalkeeper who's won trophy after trophy at Chelsea just to come to Arsenal? And listen, I give Petr Cech a lot of stick, but I mean, he was one of the most respected goalkeepers in the Premier League. But signing him was the biggest mistake we made. And then after that, we stopped signing another. We ended up not getting another Chelsea player until the 2019 summer, where we got David Luiz in, and I got Top Gunner, and Top Gunners are saying, oh, but David Luiz was cheap. I just seen Egal coming out saying that, oh, but David Luiz was a cheap option. Like, on which planet does Egal get his words from? Like, I just don't know why he's basically saying that getting players like Luiz and Kai Havertz were cheap options. Like, it's just pathetic. And the fact of the matter is that we have now turned ourselves into a retirement home, because every player from Chelsea we get, they ended up failing at the football club because it looks like their careers are just not looking settled in at Arsenal. And what makes it even more worse is the fact that we've got 31-year-old Christian Norgard from Brentford. Make that make sense. And I just think that eases the pain, because I think it was Joseph who put out a tweet and said to me that Norgard is just another Mohamed El Neni. And I agree with him. I think Norgard is just an upgrade version of Mohamed El Neni, because both of them are slow players, because they move the ball slow, they run very slowly, and they always pass backwards and sideways and all this shenanigan. I just think now, this season, I just think we're not going to win nothing, because I can see this manager like sacked at Christmas, because the fact of the matter is, yeah, because yeah, maybe, because the fact of the matter,
bro.
Yeah,
come on, mate. Seriously, though, mate. Real shit. Like, yeah. I'm praying. I'm keeping these hands tight for a September sacking, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm hoping in September. Like, yeah. by the end of it, Arsenal Football Club could very well know. Sorry, just quickly, just Arsenal Football Club will absolutely well and truly know where they stand in September by the end of it. So after them 6 football games that they play, and obviously we all know what they are, they start with Manchester United away, Leeds at home, Liverpool away, Nottingham Forest, Manchester City at home, then obviously Newcastle away, Arsenal Football Club, and it's so ridiculous. It almost sounds ridiculous to say this. At the end of September, after them 6 fixtures, Arsenal will absolutely, well and truly know where they're going to lie. Because I reckon they could either be in for a real good season, they could be or they could be out of it. I reckon they might be out of it. You know that.
Yeah.
There's about 3 there's 3 losses on that first 6 games.
Yeah.
I think I've give us about. I think we've done this. I've done this the last couple of weeks. I think or something like that. I've give us about what was it? I think about 8 points. I think I'll give us maximum from that opening 18. 8 points. And if that happens, I'm fucking telling you. And that will also be a double header against Liverpool in there because I haven't got that at Anfield away down as a fucking draw or win. Let's just get that absolutely crossed right off our fucking thing now. If that happens, that's a double header. Bang. That's Liverpool 3 points ahead of us straight off the bat. There you go. Arsenal Football Club could be easily. There is a realistic universe, probably the one that we're in now, across all the multiverses in the world, where we are probably about 8 points behind first place at the end of September. 8 points behind. I think we really could be. At least 6 points behind. And if we're 6 points behind there, we ain't catching up, bruv. We ain't. We ain't doing it. We just ain't got it in us. Because you know what? What happened last season when someone got the front lead? Liverpool, they just had a good start. They won games, and then no one gave a fuck. Everyone was just like, well, like, and I'm not. That's not to discredit Liverpool. I will never, ever do that. I'm never do that. I'm really not about that. But like they done the business. They got ahead, and they just went, all right, come on then. Any one of you? Anyone of you going to do anything? And Arsenal and Arteta were coming out and they were like, yeah, we'll make them suffer. We'll make them work for their wins. And then they draw the next game. Every time we'll be there waiting in the wings, he was saying, Mikel Arteta, lose the next game. Almost every time they drop points, we drop points. It was just embarrassing. It was a snore fest. It was a crap fest. It was a shower of an absolute dump on your face. Shit. It was crap. Absolutely crap. From the high heaven shit. Why do we have to keep year on being subjected to this absolute nonsensical crap? Arteta, he's the one. I've done this little thing about transfer window, yeah? And I gave like a little 0.5 because I think we need to do 20 bits of business. And do you know what? I'm not going to lie. A 10 out of 10 window, which I think is unachievable. I would give a 10 out of 10 window if we sign no one else now and just sack the manager. Straight away, sack the manager and done no more business. I would be happier if we just went, fuck it. We'd just roll with Norgard, Zubimendi and Crapper, who they've got in already. We'd just roll with these lot. We'd roll with these lot, but we got a new manager. I'd have that all day long and just go, do you know what? Cool. You save your money. Yeah. If it means that next summer you're going to get the new manager integrated in with this new team and then you're going to give them about 300-400 million next summer, I'll be all over that. It'll be annoying because I know that'll be Control-Alt-Delete another season at Arsenal Football Club. But I'll tell you what, I'll get behind it. I believe in fucking Donald Duck more than I do Mikel Arteta. I can tell you that. I believe in the fucking Tooth Fairy more than I do Mikel Arteta. I can promise you that. I believe in the fucking Loch Ness Monster more than I do Mikel Arteta. You know where this is going. Do you know what I mean? I'm Danny Dyer. I believe in UFOs more than I fucking believe in Mikel Arteta. Do you know what I mean? It's absolutely ridiculous. When Arsenal Football Club going to wake up, boys? There's just a couple of super chats I just want to run through. I know this one's well. I left it ages anyway. But Suge, big up, Adam. Big up to you, Suge, you wanker. Yeah, Suge is awesome, man. The entire panel and chat. Smash them likes up, man. We got over 200 people in the chat. Smash them likes up, and he's came back in. Kepa, Kai, and Madueke, all up for Chelsea, 120 million. What are they asking for Isak? Oh, yeah, exactly right. Yeah. It's funny when you start doing all your little additions, isn't it? And how long was that? That's only in 2 years. That's only in 2 years, bro. It's only in 2 years. Madness, man. And big up to as well, Peter de Jong, for becoming a member. Big up to you, brother, man. But come on, man. Seriously, panel, what we doing here, man? What we actually doing here? Anyone want to jump in straight with that? What the fuck is going on here? Mikel Arteta, Berta, what's going on?
It's a disgrace. It's a fucking disgrace. It's a disgrace. There's no other way to put this. First of all, I want to put something out there for a debate. First of all, the funny thing is we keep hearing from top gooners that the punchline is good business. What they're doing selling Trossard is not good business. We're taking a loss.
That's right.
Yep.
I agree with Gianni right there, because if we lose Trossard, then that is gonna blow our chances of getting a replacement for him. Because listen, I rate Trossard very highly, but the fact of the matter is that he is being misused by Arteta. Like he is always giving Trossard so much disrespect. And listen, whichever club Trossard goes to, I hope he finds his form again. So it would be good if he goes to Fenerbahce and play with a top elite manager like Jose Mourinho. And listen, a lot of top gunners can say that, oh, but Mourinho is one of the most negative and most hated managers in the world. So what? I wanted him because even though he was a bit negative and rude, at least he's won trophies. He has competed with some of the elitist other managers in Europe. I wanted Jose at Arsenal, but I got dickhead gooners that say to me, "Oh, Macy, why are you supporting a man who is one of the most hated managers and thinks of us as a useless club?" Because Jose was right when he said that all Arsenal fans do is that they cry. Like, that's all. So that was well done from Jose, because he exposed Arsenal to their weak spot when he said that all these Arsenal fans like cry. That's all they do, Aaron, my friend.
Yeah.
Well, we have a loser mentality. He has a winning mentality. That's the difference. We have a losing mentality. We're celebrating failure, and we have Mourinho. He knows what winning is about. It's about trophies. We have Arteta celebrating Community Shields as if it's part of a trophy. What are we doing here, man? Come on.
Wait, sorry for it. Hey, Aaron, I've got to shoot, mate.
Yeah, Sam. Yeah, Sam. Big up for the time, brother. Come on, man. You know that, bruv. You know that.
Aaron, give me.
I'll send you a little bit of a message, bruv. You're legend.
Aaron, give me a few minutes. Aaron, give me a few minutes. I'm going to retreat upstairs. All right. I can't see shit.
Yeah. Open your eyes.
I'm in the darkness here. I can't see a shit. Oh.
Hello, darkness, my
old friend.
Cole's been got, but now listen, come on, Sam. I always appreciate your time, brother. Come on, man.
Big up, Sam.
Always welcome, man. Always.
There you go. Thank you, man. Always, man. Big up the panel. Big up the panel. Big up the chat. Everyone be safe, man. Have a blessed night.
Get your nut down, my old China, mate, and I'll catch up with you soon.
Oh, of course, man. Be safe.
Double boom. Sweet, bruv. Oh, here he is. Look, yeah, the guns are out. Cole's back in the old desk. Hey, go on, Johnny. Come on, bruv.
So what I was saying is this, right? The whole talk about top gooners is good business, right? Trossard, we're taking a loss. We bought him for 27.5 million. We're selling him for 20 or 15 million euros, which is even less, which means we're taking a loss again. If 5 million is really the problem, because Sporting Lisbon and Arsenal have agreed on the fee. The problem is Arsenal's trying to hold off 5 million on the upfront cash. That's the problem right now. So if that's really an issue for 5 million, why don't we sign Gabriel Martinelli, who over the last 2 years, Trossard has been better than him for us. Whether people like Martinelli like him, whether people like Martinelli more than Trossard, Trossard's been better than what Martinelli has. Martinelli, we only bought for 7 million. If the 5 million really is the problem, sell Martinelli because we're playing him out of position, cash in on the money because it's basically like selling an academy player because he was only 7 million. If you're telling me we're getting 50 million euros from Bayern, well, there you go. Get your bullshit 5 million that you're fighting with Sporting about, and now have another 40 whatever million left to go after Eze. What we're doing makes absolutely no sense. Absolutely no sense. No sense whatsoever. Noni Madueke. Once Gyokeres is confirmed, we're now starting the countdown to spending 1.4 billion since we signed Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. That is the next countdown of money that we've spent if these transfers go through. In 8 years, for 1.4 billion to be spent is an absolute disgrace to only walk away with one FA Cup. It is absolutely bullshit. You can keep them bullshit community shields if that's what you're going to say. Them trophies don't mean a damn thing. The freaking one FA Cup for that much money is absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And for the amount of better wingers and players that are available across Europe for the money we got Madueke, it's a disgrace. There's no other word for it other than a disgrace. We could go get Conceição right now. We can go get Conceição from Juventus right now for 30 million euros. Not 30 million pounds, 30 million euros. That's his release clause. We can go get so much top talent right now that we could use to actually build out a squad. It's ridiculous. But these guys want to go and continue to waste money. I'm telling you, something's going to come up soon where all this money spending and not getting players out for any in return is going to hurt this club.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, 150%, mate. Like, it's going to come back to bite you in the arse, isn't it? It always does. Mate, we had that forward line. And I love it when you always mention Aubameyang, because I always love mentioning this when I can tie off of it. We signed Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Not Arteta, of course. I will let everyone know. I know that. Mikel Arteta did not sign Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. He inherited Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. He also inherited Lacazette. He also inherited Pepe. 180 million pounds worth of talent. But what Mikel Arteta did do is let them all walk out for absolutely fuck all. And we are wondering why Arsenal Football Club cannot turn a profit and spend money, because we are letting nearly 200 million pounds worth of attacking talent walk out the door for absolutely nothing. Hey, no. Actually, we didn't. We actually paid some of them to walk out the football club. We actually paid some of them. We had to even pay them to leave. So we paid them again. We signed them to leave. How ridiculous is that at Arsenal Football Club? And guess what we've done for the next 5.5 years, boys? We spent £72 million, which is funny enough because it syncs up to the same amount as the Nicolas Pepe transfer fee on our next load of absolute shit. And Kyle said it earlier. 4 of them were Chelsea players. Almost like we don't learn, isn't it? Come on. Sophie, you're being a cheeky bastard, but I love it. She's a Geordie, our Soph. Yeah. Noni 14. Yeah. Fuck you, Soph. No, big up, man. Come on.
If he gets that jersey number, I'm done. If he gets he's the one that gets 14, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
And it'll be typical of him to do that, because he's just got an attitude problem. He'll be there and they'll say, yeah, don't worry, here it is. I mean, if you can give the number 14 shirt to Nketiah, what do you think they're going to do with this guy?
And here's the worst thing on top of it. This guy has worse numbers than Martinelli, and Martinelli has been out of form for a solid 2 years. This guy has scored 4 less goals than Martinelli in the Premier League over the last 2 years, and Martinelli has been bang out of form for those 2 years. And then that's who we're going to replace Trossard with when Trossard's been our second highest goal scorer. What are we doing here? Or our second highest goal scorer the last 2 years. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Scoring goals has been the problem for the club. We're now going to get rid of a goal scorer and bring in a guy who doesn't score anywhere near the goals that he scores or Martinelli scores.
Gianni can dribble. He can dribble. That's the thing. Don't worry about scoring. He can dribble. Look, that's
do you know what? I like it when he's talking. Do you know what, Gianni? We're just add the stats to what Gianni's saying. Big up, Soph. Well, here we go. Because if people, and what do I always say, ladies and gentlemen, people listen with their eyes now. Always. I might even have to trademark that because I quite like that.
That's merchandise.
Yeah, that's merch. People listen with their eyes. They do, bruv. Look at what Chelsea paid for. Slap bang average. Eredivisie 24, 7 goals. What a promising up and coming talent. Promising. Very promising.
Aaron, real quick. Cool. It's funny you said it's bring you up PSV. Noah Lange just left PSV to go to Napoli for 25 million euros. The guy had a double year. He had 15 goals and 14 assists for PSV. He would have done 10 and 10 last year, but he got injured in his first year with them.
What's happened to Johnny?
The mutants have got him.
The mutants are out in force tonight.
Oh, it's Johnny. Yeah,
sorry about that. Sorry about that.
You, bro. Gianni, man.
We picked him up. We picked him up for 25 million euros.
We've got him back.
We picked up Noah Lange for 25 million euros. The guy just did 15 goals and 14 assists for PSV last year. Compared to this guy, Madueke. Arsenal don't know what they're doing, man. There's too many players that you can get for cheap that's better than this guy.
Of course he is. Of course he is. Ooh. Oh, this is... how did he build on it? You know what I was saying about Sesko? How did he build on the 20 and 21 season? 24 appearances, 7 goals. He built on it with 18 appearances. Oh, but he was injured. No one cares. He still played 18 times and only scored 3 times. And then played 5 times and then scored 1. And then played 2 and then only scored 1. And how did he... Chelsea bought him for this. They bought him on his outstanding Eredivisie record of 3 goals, 7 goals. 10 goals in 2 seasons. They bought him for 23, was it 23, 30 million or whatever? So how did he do at Chelsea? 12, yeah, that's it, yeah. 12 appearances, 1 goal. Okay, cool. He's on fire then. Absolutely on fire. So I built on that, to be fair. The only way is up. 23. 5 goals. Oh, wicked. Oh, buzzing. He's on the move. He's on the fucking move, isn't he, our boy? He's rocking down to Electric Avenue on 32 appearances now and 7 goals. 7 of them. 7 goals, 32 appearances. He's building off it. That's 13 goals in 3 Premier League campaigns. That's 4.33 goals on average in the last 3 seasons at this football club. How did he do at Club World Cup? Oh, yeah, played 5 times. Oh, and didn't.
Can I just add to that, by the way, Aaron?
Fucking help. Someone help. Anyone help, please?
Watch the Club World Cup. If you watch the Club World Cup, I've seen him play at left wing. I've seen him play at left wing. He can't even dribble. I've seen him play for England. Does anyone
ran the ball out, play like 3 or 4 times in one game?
0.
That's what I was going to add.
Does
that was
anyone
literally what I was going to add.
to play for England?
Literally,
going to be good enough for England?
Literally, this past season, he played 7 times on the left wing, and 2 of those in the Club World Cup, and he was inconsistent beyond belief. I'll tell you one person I'd have rather Arsenal bought instead of Madueke on the left wing. Mitoma, much better player than Madueke on that left wing.
Yeah, mate, anyone's better than Madueke at left wing. I mean, let's see how well he's done at left wing, shall we? This is his entire career, or in his entire career. And by the way, that spans down to all of this. This is all the stats as well under youth level. So at UEFA Youth League, under 19s as well, where he thrived, by the way. In the preliminary under 17s, he scored 3 goals. And in the under 19s, he got 3 goals and 1 goal as well. Yeah. So, I mean, we're obviously buying a generational talent. Oh, but don't forget, in the Division 1 full, whatever that means, this is his breakout. This is it. This is what everyone's seeing. I think this is what Bert is seeing when he's trying to flip a profit. In the 1920 season, so 6 years ago, Noni Madueke, when he was probably about 17, scored 7 goals in 11 games for the under-19s, because that's the only somewhat reasonable statistic I can see throughout his whole entire fucking career that actually even somewhat makes sense. That wasn't a horrendous season, I guess-ish. But we've already got Reece Nelson here. So why are we spending 55 million on another one? Why are we doing that? Look at these stats. Look how poor this is. Look at it. Blankety blank, blankety blank. Let's play blankety blank.
Smith Rowe's better than him. Smith Rowe's better than him.
Look at this.
Blankety blank. Better than him.
Blankety
blank. I know Smith Rowe's better than Madueke.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
I think Dan Ndoye's better. I think Dan Ndoye's better than him. I think Dan Ndoye for Bologna is better than him. Dan Ndoye.
He's okay.
Look at this. Blankety blank.
Better than Madueke.
I don't think so.
Michael Elise is better than him as well. Michael Elise is better than him.
Market opportunity.
Elise was that we fucked right up there, mate. That's
Market
what we done with Elise. I'm telling you that. We absolutely screwed right up with not signing Elise. Absolutely balls well and truly up.
Aaron, he could have played the 10. He could have played the 10 and he would have been good. If you had Saka in the right wing and Elise in the 10, that would be perfect. But, you know, it's because attitude problems. I mean, don't you forget Kepa refused to be subbed off in the Carabao Cup final? Does anyone remember that?
Yep.
Remember that. Well,
remember Maurizio Sarri had to tell him to get off, and Kepa was like, all the time, like, that's him, bro. That is an attitude problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the problem with the problem with all of this is you see all of this, yeah, and the top fans will turn around and make an excuse for Kepa and make an excuse for Madueke.
I've already seen excuses.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We know they come with this baggage, right? But when you talk about Ivan Toney, when you talk about Aubameyang and all of these players, no, it's because these guys, right, are top players. They're top players, yeah, that can make a difference. And he can't deal with top players, right? And the thing is, he can't deal with players that will hold the limelight kind of thing. It's all about him. That's the thing about Arteta. It's all about him. He's the protagonist, yeah? Everything must revolve around him. He's the one that
main character syndrome.
Main character syndrome. I can change this guy. I can change this guy. And you're hearing it from the top fans. They're going to bring him in. Yeah. Tom C's turned around and said there he turns around attackers. You know, he has the what did he say? What was his exact words, Tom? Aaron, what was the exact words?
I don't know. Shall we ever listen?
Yeah. I think
let's have a listen
one more time.
If you were Madueke, with Arsenal, a club that are far better than Chelsea right now, in a much better position of competing for the top honours, and you got the chance to come into a team to get minutes, play under a manager that has a consistent track record of improving our forward players and getting good results from all of our players, to be fair.
Are you fucking joking?
That's why we have found ourselves breaking records for goal scoring and number of wins we've had in seasons, etc., and so on. Then he would jump at the chance, and is jumping at the chance.
There you go.
Proven track record, though. Proven track record. Just name me one. Anyone name me one?
His track record was stopping us to win.
I can name you one. Our IT solution, Aaron. Our IT solution, Moreno.
Oh, if he's a dickwad, mate. Honestly, yeah. Well, that's it. Honestly, mate. Look, you're looking at the forwards. You're just like, what one's improved? Martinelli, cool. Okay, well, we came off the back of the Emery season and then the injury. Went into the only attacking Mikel Arteta team he's ever played in 5.5 years. Thrived, by the way, and then changed the system. And then he fell off cliff. And I had this debate with someone said, I think it might have been on the football terrace. And someone was like, yeah, but that's like so totally not what regression is. I was like, all right, so cool. Did he do as good as he did last season? Well, no. I was like, what about the season before? Well, no. I was like, well, by fucking definition, that's regression. Like, did he do as good as he did the season before? No. Did he do the season before that? No. Then he hasn't done as good as he has done the last 2 seasons, which means only one thing. What an idiot. Like, what are we doing here with some of these people?
And his proven track record is costing us a title. Let's be honest here. He's the one that rushed. He's the one that rushed Gabriel Jesus back over Trossard when Trossard was going nuts when we got him from Brighton. So if we're going to talk about a track record, his track record is dog shit because it stopped us from winning a title.
Yep. And don't forget the fact that he bought a dog called Win and we didn't win the league, and he's still walking the dog. I've seen.
They should have called it fucking Bin.
You should have called
Bin the dog, innit?
Bin the league.
Should have called the dog Bottle because he bottles it when it matters.
100%, mate, innit? Little bottle. Good old bottle. Gibby. Come on, bottle.
And Johnny, when I was mentioning,
my dog's coming over.
And Johnny, when I said community shields, I didn't mean. So Johnny, when I said community shields, I didn't mean that as a celebration. It's just the fact that Arteta loves it, and that's what he does. He just loves the trophy. And by the time a journalist keeps coming out and saying his trophy record, he's gonna keep giving like the community shields and all this stuff. And like, what are we doing, Aaron?
Oh, come on, Quasha, man.
He ain't gonna win another community shield. He's not going to win another community shield. We're not adding any more of those to the trophy cabinet with him. No. Listen. If Gyokeres is the only guy that's coming in after Noni Madueke, if we don't get Eze and we don't get Rodrigo and Trossard's gone, we're fighting for top 4. We're not even going to come close for 2nd place or 3rd place.
Thanks.
We're fighting for top 4. We're fighting for top. Let's be real here. Newcastle adding Alanga to their overall squad. If they get another midfielder in or another center back in, we got problems. Aston Villa doesn't look like is going to have to pay the PSR problems because they sold their women's team. So if Aston Villa is getting another round of money to be able to spend, and this is what our squad is looking like, Aston Villa may jump us. And we don't even know if the coefficient is going to land for England. What happens if the English teams go out in the competitions early? The coefficient doesn't come back. So now it's third or fourth. You don't get the fifth choice option. This is it. This is going to be the year that he either gets sacked with where he's leaving us right now, or this club is just going to accept mediocrity and he's remaining the manager, and it is what it is. That's all this is going to be this year. Nothing more.
I just want every game. I just want to lose every game so we can get this clown out of here.
Yeah, and the thing is, with Madueke.
Just quickly. Sorry, I don't mean to rudely interrupt you. There, Normski has got to shoot. Sorry, Macy.
Big up Norms.
Really sorry.
Big up Normski. Great to meet you.
Easy, guy. Big up to the world class man.
Unplug yourself.
Great to meet you, mate.
Unplugging and rest.
Yeah. I need to get out of here. I'm going to go and take the red pill now. So I need to get out.
I don't know if Queen Normski can hear me, but love to Princess Normski.
I will pass that on to her. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Big up to everyone. Big up to the world class chat. I'm out of here, man. Guys, have a good weekend. And listen, don't worry about it, man. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Great to meet you, Normski.
We'll try.
Bless, man.
Big up to Normski. Come on, man. Everyone go and give him a follow. What a geezer he is, Normski. Sorry, Macy. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
As I said, the whole signing of Noni Madueke is going to paper over the cracks because I remember when Madueke first started his journey at Tottenham before he got his first taste of Europe at PSV Eindhoven, and when he was at the Netherlands, he was balling out there. Like I was actually impressed with him when he was at PSV Eindhoven. And when Chelsea approached and got him, then in his first season he wasn't that amazing for them in his first season, or his second season he was all right, but he wasn't that good. But last season he only scored 7 goals, and our fans are saying that, oh, but Mikel Arteta can unlock Madueke. Like why? Like what's this whole thing of unlocking somebody from Chelsea? Because the same fan base that said that, oh, but Mikel Arteta can unlock Kai Havertz because he was misunderstood at Chelsea. So now the same top gooners are saying now we are now going to unlock Madueke. Like it's just like, I just don't know why we're trying to turn the Chelsea players into top players when they come to our football club. But in reality, it never works. I mean, we all saw that with the likes of David Luiz and Willian, Jorginho, Kai Havertz, Sterling. It didn't work, and we expect and they expect Arsenal, and Arteta believes that he can get the best version out of Madueke. Like, I'm sorry, it's just like it's not gonna work. Like Madueke will score like maybe 1 goal, and all of our fans will start saying, "Oh, Madueke, our new hero! Salute to salute to Noni." Like it's the same with Raheem Sterling. When he scored his first Arsenal goal, our fan base were clapping and they were cheering, "Yay, Raheem, the dream, has scored his first goal." Like it's just like they're happy with the fact that whenever somebody a Chelsea player scored their first goal for us, they always have a way of just being happy and clapping for them. Like it's just pathetic, Aaron. Seriously.
Can I follow up on that, mate?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, go ahead.
First of all, it's kind of a rhetorical question for the tippy top gooners that end up watching this. How can a manager unlock a right winger on the left wing when he's actually limited the creative freedom of Bukayo Saka, a player that he's run into the ground for years? And
I wouldn't dare ask that question to top gooners, mate. You'll give their head a fucking wobble.
Mate, I'm not even an Arsenal fan, so
I know, mate. But that is such a goat question. That is a goat question.
My right wingers contributed more over a regular season than Mo Salah, so they can't talk to me because I've got Luke Molineux and he's contributed more than Salah in a full season. Different level, but he's contributed more than Saka.
Yeah. No, 100%. Do you
Macy,
know who we
don't
have got?
forget-
Go on. Sorry. Go on.
Macy, don't forget the
Roger,
fact that don't forget the fact that Arteta said don't judge Kai Havertz after 55 games. Remember
Yeah,
that?
that's right, Quad. You know, our fan
what
base
was that
saying,
all about?
and our fan
55
base,
games, guys. Just the
yeah, and our
process,
fan
guys.
base. I remember when I was watching Lee's like fan cam
What?
after Manchester United knocked us out of the FA Cup. Lee
Oh,
was
yeah.
like,
Come on, Murray.
Lee was saying, "Oh, but he's a right winger. Oh, but he's a striker. Oh, but he's a midfielder. He. But we have to give him a least amount of games before we can judge him." Like they're just like they just always want to like protect their best player, like Aaron, and like
honestly, the Madueke stuff has kind of ignited this burning just anger as a neutral football fan perspective. Because I was out tonight watching some local non-league football supporting the lower league system, and there's a guy next to me who's a Chelsea fan, and we both said to each other, Arsenal's just funded Chelsea's next signing. And we were talking just then about top four race. And I agree with you, Johnny. I think Arsenal are in a top four race this year. It's Liverpool or City to win the league this year, in my personal opinion. And look at
Chelsea. But if we fund Chelsea to get Morgan Rogers, Chelsea's the best of the rest. Chelsea's going to be the best. All Chelsea need to do with that money is go get Morgan Rogers and buy one decent center back.
I'll make it even worse. I'll make the situation even worse. Imagine if Chelsea go and get Rodrigo.
Nah, I don't. Maybe. I don't see Rodrigo going to Chelsea.
I personally think he goes to either PSG or stays at Madrid or Man City.
I go to Liverpool.
Oh, I see him going to Bayern. That
would be a good move for Rodrigo.
I see him going to Bayern. Bayern's trying to get rid of. Bayern's trying to move on from Kingsley Coman, and Serge Gnabry's career has fallen off a cliff. So they need a new winger.
Gnabry,
yeah. That's what I was just gonna say before I bring in. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he's welcome home. That'd be his welcoming next season, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Welcome home, Serge Gnabry.
I saw the little title.
Oh no, watch him come back this year. Watch Serge Gnabry come back this year on transfer deadline, 15 million, something cheap. Watch this be the year that we get him as like our last gas to try to shake everything up. Bayern will take anything for him.
Yeah, I saw the titles on like Arsenal social media when they make signings this summer. Like you got unlocking the vision, keep raising the levels, whatever. Serge Gnabry's would be he's home.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So I'll tell you what we have. We have got a nice little treat, and his name is Hooge.
Hooge.
Brother from Down Under's come on.
I didn't even realize you added me. I'm working. I just suddenly looked up at my phone again, and I'm in the screen. Oh fuck! Okay, here we go.
Yeah. No, that's all right.
Okay.
I know I'm not that important, Suge. That's absolutely fine. No
I mean,
problem.
come on, Adam. You should already know this. But
fuck you,
continuing on all of this, just knowledge check. But I know everyone here would know this. Where did Declan Rice start his career? Before West Ham.
Chelsea.
So it's just going back history. We have a history of signing Chelsea players. I mean, Declan is a different topic. I won't get there because my view on Declan is something else compared to most people.
Smith Rowe start, bruv?
Sorry?
Smith Rowe was the Chelsea boy.
Correct.
A lot of people know that. Emil Smith Rowe was a Chelsea boy.
But yes, it's.
And you can get Chelsea boy.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Mm-hmm. For all us international people, I mean, okay, who are not in the European time zone, this is fucked. Excuse my language, but this is crap.
You're in the right place, Suge. Don't worry, bro.
I love that.
Why am I waking up at 1 a.m. to see Madueke wearing the number 14? Seriously.
Do you know Suge?
What's the point of that?
Speak the facts, True. Speak it. Speak the facts, Suge. I'm starting to think the same. I'm starting to think the same thing. Why the fuck do I want to watch a Napoli? Why the fuck do I want to watch a Napoli game and then turn around and try to watch Arsenal? Napoli are at least moving like a club right now. Arsenal, it's like why in God's name would I want to put up with this? This is ridiculous. This is absolutely a disgrace. I'm telling you that Arsenal, I'm going to predict right now, as is, even if Gyokeres comes in, 5th place. 5th place next year, as is, if this squad is going to be, even with Gyokeres, 5th place.
All I want is just for this clown to get out of here. I just want this clown to get out of here. I just want to pray that his downfall starts right now. Because I just want all the Arsenal players to not play for him. Because I look at some of the Arsenal players. Aaron, do you remember the game against Newcastle when we won? And when they were saying Mikel Arteta, the only player that clapped was Kieran Tierney. No one else was clapping. Do you see that?
It was ridiculous, mate. Yeah, it was ridiculous. No one cares, bro. No, honestly, no one cares, innit, Suj? Roger. No one cares at that football club, mate.
Okay.
They don't care. Only Kieran Tierney cared, and he treated him so bad.
Excuse me, Adam. I know Karaj and I might look similar, but we're different people. I'm just putting it out there, Adam. Jeez.
Suj is on one, isn't he? He's come in with a gun.
I love meeting guys like Suj. He's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
But also, all you guys complaining about the heat. It's 14 degrees here at the moment. Maximum of 18 today.
But where do you live in?
Australia.
Oh, Australia. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they're in the winter. Yeah, they're in the winter part.
Yeah, it's our winter at the moment, and it's 14. Me being bold, all right. I normally wear a beanie, but the only beanie that I have, I refuse to wear because it's fucking this.
Oh, it's got the old A on it.
I got the A on it. I can't wear it. I can't wear it out in public.
Just get an S on it, mate. For Suj, innit? Just get an S.
Then people might think it's a scum down the road. I can't have that either.
Yeah. Good for you, Suj. Yeah, that was quick. I like that. Yeah. I like that stuff, man. Yeah, that's funny, Suj, man. Yeah, well, it's proper from down there. That's why he's wearing his Christmas jumper. It's fucking Christmas over there, isn't it, man?
Correct.
You know what I mean? I don't know whether he's fucking gonna talk Arsenal or deliver me presents over there. Do you know what I mean? Santa Suj.
Do you think he's going to deliver Arteta the present of a P45?
That would be the best present of all, mate.
I'm basically saving for the end. I'm saving for the NTS gear. That's what I'm saving for.
Have you boys seen that NTS yet? I don't know if you see my when is it I put that up? Was it Monday night, Suj?
It would have been Monday or Tuesday, early in the week.
Yeah, it was early in the week. For those that ain't seen it, this is what Suj is referencing. Yeah, let me get it
intrigued. I'm intrigued.
Oh, it's a bastard of a fucking merch line. Do you know the one that they dropped yesterday? I put that up 2 months ago that they were going to drop that. This will come, bruv. Trust me. Pause. This will deliver. How can I not make that sound very, very, very bad?
Just big pause. Big pause.
Shall I just stop talking?
Till it's cool, just cool, into the mouth. Nice. Ha! Gay!
I know. What's that one about?
All I have to say is, why are you gay?
Yeah.
Let's have a little look. Have a little gooseberry at this, my old Chinas. Have a little look at this. This
Lee
is
needs to send that clip.
Match.
Lee needs to send that clip.
Bastard. Look at this bastard of a match, right? Let's get this up. Hold on. Right, 1 second. I hadn't had this prepared. So give me 2 seconds. Share screen.
I said on my upload last night, Aaron. I said I'll give it 48 hours, at least 48 hours before Arsenal drop the bandana merch. 48 hours. And I haven't checked their website, by the way. This is just me being hypothetical. But
I saw Northside stream when he said that Madueke was Reece Nelson with a bandana. I thought that were hilarious.
He ain't wrong.
Yeah, that's funny. Here we go. Right, we got this up.
What the fuck is that?
This is what Suj is on about. Arsenal will be dropping this, bruv. I'm telling you, this is no word of a lie. Arsenal Football Club will be dropping this as a new merch. Let's zoom in a little bit.
What's NTS?
I will talk you through it, young squire. Don't you worry about that. Suge knows all about it. He's saving up. I told Suge, I was like, Suge, stop fucking super chatting me and save up for your NTS merch. You need to get some of this shit in your life.
This is all for Madueke as well. This is all for Madueke as well. No tactical skill.
Yeah.
Can I just say on first glance, with the black, the orange, and the yellow, it seems like a fire safety awareness kit.
Yeah. Awareness. Yes. Be aware, Arsenal Football Club won't win anything. Let's have a little look. Look at this, right? Ready? So, update. Confirming our leak from a year ago, we now reveal the special 25-26. They got the name slightly wrong there. It's the NTS because they've just labelled the new 25-26, the one that I said 2 months ago was to drop today. This collection continues to draw inspiration. Let's have a little look down. Obviously, these are a lot. Yeah. None of them are wearing it, though. None of them are wearing it. So that's really, really, really good there, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? None of them are wearing it.
It's
not one of them. This is
kit.
the radio station. Yeah. No, this is going to be the kicker. This is going to be the kicker. NTS radio station is an online radio station based in Hackney, East London.
Sweet. I was in Hackney the other day. It's like a holding pen for the Jeremy Kyle show, but anyway.
What Arsenal Football Club decided that they'd do yeah, it's funny, man. What Arsenal Football Club decided that they'd do is they'd sponsor a radio station on their T-shirt, but they didn't want to sponsor a North London radio station. They thought they'd go to East London and sponsor a radio station over there. What
do you think it's because every North London radio station said no?
I mean, more than likely. More than likely, it was like Hackney. You're like, yeah, son, what you saying, my old China? Do you want to come in this? And then, do you know what they do, East London? They get a load of these geezers coming up on it. These geezers are sponsoring it. None of them are wearing it. What the fuck are we doing here? Like, you got a Chica in there? You know what I mean? Like, what we doing here? This. Any of them, they ain't wearing that.
Can I just say the guy in the bottom right corner looks a bit like Jordan North?
I was going to say he looks like
he looks like he's photobombed the wrong picture, doesn't he? Oh fuck! Oh, wrong one. This isn't the Harvard Squalor School. Oops.
I don't know. You buy this stuff by any chance?
I've already bought it, mate. Trust me. I've got it all. Yeah, I've got it all. I've got every single side.
See, when I saw that second picture of him knelt down, it looked like the reveal of like a racing kit for the F1 season.
Shorts for me.
Bro,
yeah, it does. It looks like Daytona.
Yeah, it looks like the kit. It looks like the uniform for the team that's about to enter the Daytona 500.
If you want to look like an absolute fucking knobhead, go and buy this. This is what look victory through harmony though. That's the biggest problem, that they put the Victoria Concordia Crescent on there. That's a liberty, man. I can't stand that. That is just absolute.
Brother, we're looking at the fire engine.
Are they?
It looks like
fraudulent.
The fire engine.
See, if you change the cannon, if you change the cannon,
also available in orange.
Oh my god!
I mean, the orange,
and you also get the miserable bitch in it as well. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, the orange does bring up my eyes. So.
Isn't it? I hope she don't come with it. Look at her. She's fucking miserable.
See, when it displays...
I'll be like, going, do you know what you can do, sweetheart? If she came with it, I'll be like, you can put the fucking jacket on and piss off. That's what you can do, you miserable cow.
I mean,
smile.
Let's be honest, Adam. I prefer her than Madueke.
Yeah, I mean, well, if you gave me a choice between the two, yeah, I suppose. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. 150.
See, if you replace if you took away the cannon in the top right corner and put a different badge in, that would look like an Australian Premier League kit.
Yeah,
it looks like Belgium.
That's why
like Belgian national team.
It looks
like that's why
Sude
wants him.
Mate, I've never seen a bit of merch that is a bit of Suge in my whole entire life. I'm telling you. That is an absolute.
The training kit.
That is an absolute bit of suit.
Arsenal training kit.
What is it?
Arsenal's training kit.
Hold on. What am I doing here? Hang on. Here we go. It's all gone wrong.
The mutants have got us.
It's all gone wrong. No, it's been something's up today. I'm telling you. Do you know what I mean? The ghost of Arsenal's past is just ruining my keyboard and laptop. You
Stream
know,
has
the
had a
old.
few issues, to be fair.
Yeah. Thank ain't right.
I
That
don't
ain't
use
right.
I don't use StreamYard anymore. I've not used it for about a year and a half.
Oh no! Oh, it's yeah. It is what it is. But yeah, man, that is an absolute atrocity. An absolute atrocity. What's up, Quasha, bruv?
Why
The
can't we
heads
not
of
move
ours.
to Stamford Bridge? Why can't we not move to Stamford Bridge? Because we all buy Chelsea rejects.
We might as
Let's
well.
paint all faces in blue. We might as well just paint all your faces in blue and sing "Blue is the color."
Have you not seen the Gal clip? Oh, I need that clip. I need that clip.
What a gal clip! What's
Lee's got it. Lee's got it. Where his face is painted like a fucking Wally, and
yeah.
he's it's almost like someone's holding his nuts while he was trying to sing it.
Does he get through the X Factor auditions?
Oh, mate, I'm telling you, it didn't fucking get through one ear. It didn't even come out the other one. It's just stuck in my brain, haunting it for the rest of eternity. It's that bad. Honestly, it's
I don't think
crap.
the singing voice gets him even through the preliminaries with the producers before he even gets on camera.
Oh man, it's actually. Oh yeah. Oh, that's funny when Carl said that. Oh, how good was the Jeremy Cole show, by the way, man?
It was
Come on.
goated.
It was goated.
That was fucking awesome. Why did they stop that shit? Why'd they stop that shit?
Probably not the right channel to probably discuss it.
Yeah, no comment.
No comment.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I don't know why, but
If
yeah.
I prefer to speak,
Swiftly moving on.
I'm in big
no.
trouble.
Yeah. I don't know why. We'll have to have a little chat backstage about that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I love
get
that shit.
Let's get the Mourinho clip for that one. If I prefer to speak, I'm in big trouble.
Yeah. I love that stuff, man. It was all well and
Yeah,
good.
that show was goated. I watched that every day from school for 6 years. It was brilliant.
They don't even do another one like it now, though, do they? Do you remember when you used to have like a couple? I mean, I'm showing my age here a little bit more, but before you had a what's her name? You had a
Sally.
Doris.
Sally.
What in England?
Oh no, there was. What was it?
Doris. I can't think
Trisha.
Trisha, that's the fucking one. You had a bit of Trisha, didn't you? Then you had some old geezer. You had some old fridge freezer for a little bit, and then you just had Jeremy bouncing on, like, put something on the end of it, you bastard. Do you know what I mean? Like,
even the American ones, Steve Wilkos, Jerry Springer, Maury, they were
If there is a documentary to watch on Netflix, watch the Jerry Springer documentary. Oh,
I've seen the trailer for that one.
It absolutely blows your head off of what happens behind the scenes.
Judge Judy, Parental Court, Judge Rinder, a lot.
Mate, I love all of that shit, man. Do you know what I mean?
My childhood, which says a lot about my childhood, but it was my childhood.
I know, it was my childhood just watching a bit of Judge Judy. I mean, I thought I had a bad fucking childhood. Jesus Christ, man.
It educated me how to deal with life drama.
All you guys had a TV but in childhood? I had nothing. I had a whip. What do you mean? Sorry, I had to get that in there.
It's not sexy time talk now, Suge, you kinky bastard. So yeah, just put the dildos away, Suge. It's not that type of show yet.
Take the
It's 9:50 Saturday morning. I'm working. Let me have some enjoyment. Come on now. Arsenal's not giving it to me.
Also, I'm giving you Jerry. Dude, you get no enjoyment from Arsenal Football Club, unfortunately, my friend, man. Absolutely no enjoyment from Arsenal Football Club. Why can't we, boys? Come on, man. We're sitting here on a Friday. We will be wrapping up shortly, but we're sitting on a Friday. There's no enjoyment. We're trying to put smiles on faces, but come on. In all reality, it's been a poor window so far, isn't it, people? Ladies and gentlemen.
I think I'm the only one that's got a proper smile on his face, because obviously I've had a fantastic window with my club, but I feel sorry for you guys.
Yeah. Oh, mate. Yeah, we've had an absolute stinker.
We've had a 10 out of 10 window. Arsenal's had a 5. Arsenal's had a 5. We've had a 10 out of 10 in our leagues. We've signed the right people and tied down our long-term assets, but Arsenal are just signing Chelsea rejects, backups. I tell you what, when Gyokeres signs, watch the Madueke stuff get swept under the carpet. It'll happen. It'll happen. And again, I'll go back to my point at the start. I think Matoma would have been a better signing because at least he's a better player on that side.
Why has it been poor? What you referencing, Matt, my friend? The window. I don't know. I'm not too sure. The Jeremy Kyle show, obviously, it can't be. That was fucking excellent. You mean the window?
Question: can anyone see us signing? We won't get Gyokeres, right? Can anyone see us signing one Jackson from Chelsea, and then we would have a front three of Madueke, Jackson down the middle, and when Saka is injured, you play fucking Madueke down the right.
What?
That is the inner voice of terror.
Yeah. And I think I just shit myself. So excellent.
Halloween came early.
Fuck, you went the life out of me. Was that you, Cole? You need to stop doing that, man. You've got some fucking lungs on you, haven't you?
The actual awful thing is as well, like with so many top clubs that will want someone like a Gyokeres, you could see a U-turn and you could see Jackson talks as a plan B. You could just see it happening, a Gyokeres U-turn and a plan B in Jackson. And that would really screw Arsenal fans. Those graffitis with Arteta out in London are going to be 10 times more than they were. There's going to be 5 petitions, not 1 petition.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh,
there we go. Yeah, it's a bit of StreamYard. Yeah.
It's honestly, if you sign Jackson instead of if Gyokeres does a U-turn, signs someone else, and you sign Jackson, there will be 5 times more petitions, 5 times more Arteta outs graffitied in London, and there will be an actual protest against that signing. Like that's how I think the reaction is going to go. But then if you sign a top player, they'll sweep all that under the carpet, or they'll bring out a piece of new merch and they'll sweep it under the carpet. Potentially.
I'm literally looking at Jackson's profile on Transfer Market right now. He can play anywhere across the front three.
Oh boy.
Go figure.
Oh boy.
No.
And then what did Brentford do? What did Brentford do to replace Norgard? What did Brentford do to replace Norgard? Bring in Jordan Henderson.
For free.
And so Brentford have actually made a profit off that signing, and Arsenal have made a loss in that position because we worked it out. It's actually cheap. Obviously, I know before all the party stuff happened, etc., but it was actually cheaper to give Party the contract extension than sign Norgard. Obviously, it don't matter now because of what's happened, but I think a different player for better money would have been a better option, in my opinion. Because I think if Brentford had Henderson and Norgard, that'd have been a better window for Brentford.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Listen, it was madness. Yeah. No. Sophie was asking what team you support. Yeah.
Donny Rovers. We've had our fair share of battles with Arsenal in the past. We came close in the 1-0 in the cup, and we took it to extra time in penalties against Wenger in 2005.
Oh no, not this guy again. Not another guy talking about just Zubamendi's a great signing. Like,
Jesus.
Get off your high horse, man.
Zubamendi's an all right signing. I wouldn't say it's world class. I'd say it's good, but only if Arteta actually changes his formation, which I know he won't do.
Exactly. So
he's
it's
a decent signing. He's a decent signing, but it was an inevitable one because it was done in January. Hence the fact why we're not gassing up over it as well as everybody else is. He's a good player.
The thing is with Zubamendi is in principle when someone who actually watches all the leagues and not just the Prem, because most top gooners just watch the Prem and they don't actually look and they just go off stats and compilations. When people actually watch these leagues, you'll find out there are better players in that position than Zubamendi. I would have rather, if Arsenal Football Club signed Zubamendi and like a Kepa Thuram, for example, as well, I think that would have been better than Zubamendi and Norgard because you've got an upgrade in quality compared to the two partnerships. But then if Arteta does what I think we all know he's not going to do, and I've said this going into the summer with Arsenal anyway, Arteta, if he wants to make a success out of this season, switch that formation to the 4-2-3-1, get a proper 10, a proper out-and-out left winger, a focal point, and then you partner Rice and Zubamendi together with that 10 in front that's better than Odegaard creatively, like an Eze, and then you've got a Rodrigo or a Matoma on the left and Gyokeres on up front. Arsenal have got a better chance of picking up at least one trophy. But what he's going to do is keep playing Rice as an 8, play Zubi as the 6. I hate saying Zubamendi as the 6. My apologies. Gyokeres or Jackson. We don't know what's going to happen. and then play Madueke, who's a right winger, on the left because
Why are we
Chelsea start
adding
playing on the
Jackson
left wing.
into our fucking lineup? No,
I hate it. I
I'm
hate
not
doing
having
that.
none of that shit.
I
That's you,
can't ignore the
That's
thought.
you, Suge. That is. You've came here and dropped the J bomb. You've came in here and dropped the J bomb, the Jackson bomb, right?
But honestly,
no, I'm not having that, Suge. Fuck you, Suge.
But yeah, in all seriousness, like if he sticks with that, if he sticks with that formation that he's played last season, and he just puts Zubimendi in the 6, Rice in the 8, Odegaard in the 10.
Nope. I tell you what, he's going to play Rice in the 6 and Zubimendi left 8.
But I don't think that's Zubimendi's best position either.
I know it's not, but this scumbag of a manager's going to do.
Oh no, I agree with that. But then, why has it taken 2-3 years to put Rice in his best position just to put Zubi on his worst position? I don't get it. I think it's as clear as day. It's as clear as day that Arteta needs to switch the formation around to suit the players that he's bringing in, because it's clear in the current formation of the previous campaign, the previous few campaigns, especially with the style of football as well, which is possession without a purpose, without a focal point. It's not going to work because all you're doing is bringing possessive players that are just going to keep passing that ball around in a semicircle. And if the focal point ain't on it, and if the wingers aren't properly being allowed to go forward, rather than do defensive duties as well, they're going to limit themselves, which limits the possessive players to what they can do creatively as well. It limits the attacking players to what freedom they've actually got, strikers and wingers, and it doesn't get the best out of the players you've brought in as a football club, which gives Arsenal more of a chance of finishing in a top 4 race than a top 2 race again. And if Arsenal have regressed. The party news obviously is thrown us off completely, but apart from all that, Arsenal's squad has regressed from the previous campaign because the players haven't been unlocked to do what they need to do. Saka hasn't done it. They're going to get rid of Trossard. I like this. This is the weird thing with Trossard, right? Fenerbahce is in the 3rd qualifying round of Champions League. If they get through to the league phase and they draw Arsenal, Trossard scores against Arsenal. I'll watch it happen.
Oh, 100%. Can I just quickly? Can I address something just quickly in the chat? 1 sec. So I did ask Matt Gunner, and I'll respectfully reply. So he has been fine in the chat. He's just asking questions on opinions, and obviously he's asked what constitutes or why do I think rather it's been a poor window, and then goes on to say just a general question, lads. If Madueke hits the ground running, I'll nip this one in the bud very, very quick, and then I'll re-answer your questions. I know you have been posting in the chat, Matt, and I will address it because it's fair. I've seen you've been posting. Would you like to round up and say you was wrong about him? I said this about Sesko. I said this about Arteta. I said this about every single part of Arsenal Football Club. My friend, I do not spend thousands of pounds a year. I do not spend hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of hours of my time, sometimes travelling across the country, sometimes travelling across the world to watch Arsenal Football Club in Europe, rather I should say. I go to some away games in Europe. Not all of them, I will say. Not all of them. I also give up time with my family, my missus, my 2 beautiful kids, to go watch Arsenal Football Club and support Arsenal Football Club. Yeah. So I always hold my hands up, right? Always hold my hands up. I want what's best for Arsenal Football Club. And Madueke comes in and scores 30 goals next season, 20 goals next season, 15 goals next season. I go, oh, that weren't bad. 20 goals next season. I go, oh, shit, he's pretty good. 30 goals next season. Holy shit, we actually pulled Chelsea's pants down. The problem with it is, though, is there's a difference between what you think will happen and what you like to happen. There's a massive, massive, massive difference. And people get conflated between the two. Massively, massively, massively bad. They get it twisted so badly, like a pretzel. And anyways, what I'm saying with that is I would like to drive a Ferrari with 3 playgirls in the back of it. But the reality is I'm not. I'm taking the kids to school in the morning. Do you know what I mean? Well, maybe not in the morning. You know what I mean? But you kind of get what I'm saying. There's a difference between what you like and what you think will happen. I would like Arsenal Football Club to do well next season. I would like Mikel Arteta to win the quadruple next season. I would like Noni Madueke to be the best player in the world next season. I would like him to score 40 league goals next season. I'd like him to score 20. I would like him to score 15. But when we start coming back down to reality, and then you're asking me the question, what do I think will happen? Because there's a big old difference when we ask this question, Matt, mate. What do I think will happen? Well, I don't know for certain, but what I do, and I always say this, my friend, I go almost by what bookies do, right? And bookies are billionaires. They are absolute billionaires. And what do they do their logic based off of, Matt? So they use their logic based off of historical facts that have happened and give you a statistical likelihood about what will happen based on what has happened. That's exactly how I see it. That's exactly how the Premier League odds are, who's going to win it. Everyone analyzes football. When you look at it like that, exactly the same. So when you ask me about the Madueke sign and why do I think he might not like it, because in the last 3 years, he scored 13 league goals. So that tells me at 4.33, an average over the last 3 Premier League seasons, the likelihood, whilst I do not know and will concede 100% that he could come in and hit the ground running, yes, he could. And I will hold my hands up. The likelihood of that happening are extremely unlikely, even considering he couldn't even put that numbers up in the Everidise. So when we're saying, oh, well, why are you bashing him? It's because we haven't seen it. And whilst he may be a younger player, we've still got 3, 4, 5 years, 3 in the Premier League, by the way, in a London team, at a London club, playing for Chelsea, not a mug squad, not a mug team, not a mug club. They are playing for big clubs. We have got historical evidence to see and gauge roughly on how they will do. Whilst we cannot foresee it, we're not Nostradamus, and we don't pretend to be. We're not Mystic Meg over here. We're not no crystal ball we're going to shine. What we're saying is, purely and simply is, he probably won't, because he hasn't. If you want to do something you've never done, you got to fucking, you know what I mean? You've got to do something you never did, bruv. And he ain't done it. He ain't done it. He has not done it. So whilst I'm never going to rule out the fact that he might not, he still hasn't. Over 5 years, 3 of them being in the Premier League. That's how I view things. You may view things different, Matt, and that's cool, bruv. You're being cool in the chat. I'm not digging you out or anything like that. I'm just sort of using your question as well to speak to a broader audience as well, if you sort of will, Matt, because some people they question our logic and our ways of thinking. I want Mikel Arteta to be the most successful manager in the world, not because I like Mikel Arteta, because he's the manager of Arsenal Football Club, and I love Arsenal Football Club, and that's that. Anything to do with Arsenal Football Club, the playing squad of the manager, anything, I want them to be the best. I want them to do the best that they can. Whether I think they will is a totally different matter. But all I want Arsenal Football Club is to do well. It's all I've ever done since my old dear's boyfriend in '95 wearing a '91 home shirt, and I see that cannon and the old badge, and now I was like, holy shit, who's this geezer? Who's this geezer doing that to my old dear? Who's this? Oh, but I like his Arsenal top. That's it. Fell in love. Boom. Done. 95. Sold. Finished. That was 30 years ago. I got a junkie. Cut me. Down there. Cannons will fall out. I love Arsenal Football Club. I want them to do well. Do we really think, Matt, let me ask you a question and you can answer it however you want. Do you really think Arsenal Football Club signing Madueke is going to push Arsenal forward and close the gap between Manchester City and Liverpool? Manchester City and Liverpool. Does that move the needle? If Chelsea, who are aspiring to close the gap to us, if he was that good, why are they selling him? And then would need a winger. Why are they selling him? And they've not got Mudryk in there, so they need a winger. Why are they selling him? If he's that good. That's all you need to know. When was the last time we went and took one of Chelsea's best players?
I don't think we have.
No one knows.
Aaron, to add with what you're saying, the other problem with this question is, why is it the only question is hit the ground running? Because we know if we talk about a full season, Madueke falls off. It doesn't matter if Madueke comes in and has a 3-month hot start. If he doesn't go the full season, it sucks. It does not matter. If we're not winning any trophies, it doesn't matter. That's the point of it at the end of the day. Madueke is not consistent. Again, we're going after another wannabe techie, and he's a pace merchant. Yeah, he's okay at dribbling, but he's a pace merchant. He over relies on his pace. So again, hitting the ground, hit the ground running is what everything has been doing with Arsenal. Let's hit the ground running, but we never think about the full year. That's why we are where we are.
And the thing is with pace as well, it's like people need to understand it's not all about pace for wingers. You've got to be direct, you've got to be technically proficient, you've got to be skillful, you've got to have the knack about you and the kind of want to take on defenders. And obviously, depending on your playing style, Arteta will want his wingers to track back as well. So you need the stamina and the energy to do the defensive work under Arteta.
Which he's not good at.
No, I don't. I think Madueke is too far forward, and I think he gets caught out on that flank. I think he'll get caught out way too often.
Well, getting caught out on the flank isn't the problem. He's not going to be up on the flank. He's going to be just as far back as the left back. That's how he plays. He's going to be 5 yards ahead of the left back when we're getting pressed and when we're playing defense, and then require the pace merchant to run all the way down the field to try to give off an assist because his right foot is terrible. He's not dribbling into the middle and shooting with his right foot. I don't know what anybody's talking about as far as that. So again, it's a lost cause.
I don't think his right foot's as good as his left foot, but I don't think that's great either. I think, like I said, I think Madueke is just very, like you said, he's very pace heavy, and I think
exactly, and that's not what we need. We don't need that.
In certain areas of the pitch, he will get caught out, whether that's on the break, whether that's in transition, whether that's in a deeper area. It doesn't matter if he comes back, tracks forward. He's going to get caught out in numerous various types of situations by different teams of different styles of football. And like you said, he's very pace heavy, and that will be his downfall. I've seen better wingers in the Premier League, but the reason why they're better is because they don't just utilize their pace. They trigger it at the right time, and they see they read the game, and they see when to utilize that pace, save some of that pace for when you need to break, saves that, use some of your strength to go one-on-one, block out a defender, whipping across with whatever foot's your strongest, or whipping both feet. Madueke is got one major trait, and that's his pace, but that is also a curse.
Yeah. No, in fact,
I saw it in the Club World Cup. There's plenty of times where he got caught.
The Club World Cup where he done nothing.
Yep.
And he played left wing 7 times in one season and scored none and assisted none. But apparently he's not coming in as backup to Saka for 50 million. He's gonna start on the left wing. Well, I'll tell you what that is. That rules out Rodrigo. That rules out Eze. And someone were telling me they think Eze is going to go to Spurs because there's no way he's going to bring in an Odegaard replacement. He's going to keep his captain. So Eze, I think, will either stay at Palace to play in the Conference League, or he'll go to Spurs in the Champions League. So Eze ain't coming to Arsenal, in my opinion. I don't think he comes because you just signed Madueke. Well, you're about to sign Madueke, for definite. I don't think Eze goes in because you can play in the 10. Ain't getting ahead of Odegaard under Arteta, in my opinion. Doesn't play on the left. Ain't going to get above Madueke or Martinelli. So Eze's probably going to Spurs or stay at Palace. Rodrigo ain't going to go there. He'll go to PSG, City, stay at Madrid. Bayern's a good option. I think Chelsea could still be on the table if they need a winger because you know, for Arsenal fans that don't know, Chelsea have already signed a winger anyway, and Jamie Gittins, and I think he's a fantastic player. So bringing Gittins, and imagine if Chelsea bring in Rodrigo as well. Imagine if they're bringing Gittins and Rodrigo. That is Chelsea's wingers sorted for the season at least. And Chelsea, I tell you what, that is confirmation that Chelsea are fighting to get back in that top 4. And Spurs, with Gibbs White, with Kudus, I tell you what, a couple more signings, and Spurs are pushing for that top 4 as well.
Yeah. No, facts. Listen, Cole needs to shoot quickly, bro. Big up to Gundown, man. Come on,
Carl.
Nice to see you again, mate.
And then we're going to bring Rizzy in after. But big up to you, Gundown, man.
No worries.
Always a pleasure. Stop screaming. Stop fucking screaming and all, because you catch me off guard all the time. And my fucking, honestly, shit's a lot.
You blew my headphones out.
Wear a nappy then. I don't care.
I watched that.
What, are you going to fucking come and strap it on me, are you? Come on.
Honestly,
I've done poo-poo and caca pants, Cole. Come on.
That's your business.
Anyway. At 4'9".
I've never done that. I've pissed myself a few times.
No, I came back in the stream room because it was dark. I can't see shit out there. It was about 26 degrees in here. Yeah, there we go. Back to 30 degrees. I'm out of here.
Right. Fucking freezing.
I'm out of here.
Freezing.
Honestly, Carl, that Madueke stream blew my headphones out. But that was passion. I love that passion.
Well, the upload is now up there of it all being confirmed and that. So if you're expecting me to have another outburst, then you're sorely mistaken. But
mate, honestly, Carl, honestly, I respect your passion and I'm influenced by your passion because you love that football club of yours, and I respect that.
Yeah,
thank you, John. Much appreciated. Right, big up, guys.
Big
up, Carl.
Rizzy, man, big up to you, brother.
Big up, bro.
You're jumping on there, man. Yeah, what we got to say about the Arsenal, my friend?
First off, big up all the man there on the panel. First time coming on here.
Yeah, big up, man.
And big up everyone in the chat also. All right. let's lay the cards out. Okay. Madueke, Madueke, whatever you want to call this dude. Hell no. We know it's happening, but hell no, bro. Like, is this the goosebumps that Mikel Arteta had? He had heat rashes.
Stinging nettles.
Bro, I'm telling you. This transfer window stinks. It stinks right now. The players that we should be getting with, we're playing around. We're dancing around them. We're skipping around those players, the players that we need to be locking down. We shouldn't be announcing Kepa or Norgard and what's his name, this Madueke guy. We should get the important players wrapped up first. And then at the end of the window, we add in those type of rotational players, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's crazy what this manager is doing and getting away with. It's highway robbery. This is buffoonery at the highest level. You're gonna tell me you bring in Sterling at the end of the transfer window last season, and he's going back to fucking Chelsea. Excuse my French.
Nah, you're good.
He's going back to fucking Chelsea, bro. And then you're gonna replace him with Madueke, bro. I keep going back to this guy because I can't believe, bro. I can't believe what I've been. It's been from last week. Saturday was my birthday, and I heard this link, and it almost ruined my fucking birthday weekend. Because I don't like to do this transfer window stuff, this daily transfer stuff. I don't do it because I know what this club do. It builds you up to tear you down. Oh, they came out. We're gonna get Gyokeres. Where is Gyokeres? You flew to where he is. You flew to his place and came back without him. Go back and get him. Madueke should be staying at Chelsea. I don't know what Arteta keeps thinking, bro. Like after Xhaka left, tell me. After Xhaka left, the season we first challenged.
Facts.
And we were like, Xhaka is leaving. This guy's gonna get a quality midfielder or a quality striker to wrap this league up next season. He went and got Kai Havertz. They want to call him Killer Kai. This guy, yeah, he killed our chances of winning trophies ever since he got here. I'm still haven't gotten over the misses in that FA Cup this past season. I'm still recovering from that.
Keep spitting, brother.
Man United, look at where they are. They laughed at us for that. Spurs went and beat them in a fucking Europa League finals, and we couldn't beat them in an FA Cup to advance. And you're telling me you keep going back to Chelsea for their dead scrubs, and I'm not talking hospital scrubs. Yeah, this guy is insane. Ever since that he went out against Villarreal, I've wanted him out of this club because we could have won that trophy, and we let Spurs come and won that trophy before us. It's crazy what this guy is doing, man. He needs to be sacked. And Berta is on fraud watch for me if he don't get Gyokeres over the line. If they don't get Eze over the line right now. And Rodrigo, I could say just forget about it. Forget about that. We ain't getting no Rodrigo. I hold my hands up if I'm wrong. I hold my hands up. But we ain't getting no Rodrigo. And you're telling me Madueke is going to play on the left. As we seen him play on the left for Chelsea?
Trash.
What is going to
0-0.
He's played in the Club World Cup for Chelsea. I've seen him play left wing. He can't even dribble. If you see him play for England in the World Cup,
he's so uncomfortable.
I saw him against Andorra.
What is he gonna do?
Can't even dribble at left wing.
What is he gonna come and do? Fight Saka for a penalty? He's gonna
so
fight Saka,
uncomfortable on the left-hand side. It's kind of sad to watch at times.
bro.
It's
Arteta,
embarrassing,
man.
bruv.
It's embarrassing.
I
This
feel
is
sorry. I
literal
feel sorry for him at this point.
embarrassment.
Like the thing is for Arsenal Football Club is with the Gyokeres deal, yeah. Say we get him over the line. Let's just go under that assumption. When I always look at things like this. When you're in the tunnel, when you're going down, there will be defenders that look in the tunnel and think, "Oh fuck, they've got Victor Gyokeres. Oh, we might be on a, we might have to be on our toes here." There will be defenders that think that. Absolutely, looking at them thinking, "Oh shit, he's been shit hot in Portugal the last few years." Yeah. We might be on our toes. That happens. They don't do that with Havertz. They do that with Saka. They think, wow, right, yeah, we might have to double up or treble up on Saka because he's awesome. He's mustard. He's a geezer. No one thinks that about Madueke. No one does. And we're spending £55 million on that. And do you know what? When I sort of see that and I'm thinking, we're spending £55 million, I'm sitting there thinking, there's my £1,500 a season on my season ticket. Now I'm thinking about all the hours of traveling to and fro. And then I'm thinking about the petrol. Then I'm thinking about the parking. Then I'm thinking about the trips to Europe. And I'm sitting there and thinking, I'm doing all of that for Madueke. Wow. I've done all of that over the last 5.5 years for Arsenal Football Club to give me Madueke. In the last 5 years, I worked it out. I've probably spent, and people have spent way more than this, by the way. This is like, I only go to home and some away and some across Europe. I've probably spent knocking on the door about 12-15 grand on Arsenal Football Club since Mikel Arteta has been a manager. In terms of getting there and everything, all in, probably about £15,000 since Mikel Arteta has been there at this football club. That's how much match day going fan pays. And they're the ones that go away, double and treble that. It's costly. It's very, very, very costly. And so you're telling me you're in this regime, in this phase, in this process that you're supposed to trust, I'm outlaying between, say, 10 and 15 grand for this process. And at the end of it, what you're doing is you're giving me fucking Madueke. Nah. So my effort and that I'm giving you outlaid, my sacrifices that I'm giving you outlaid, and my financial that I'm outlaying to you, what do you pay me back? Now it's my time to be paid. It's my time to be paid. I've given out everything. Now give me something back. What are you giving me back? You're giving me fucking Madueke back. You're taking a piss. It's like lending someone 100 quid and then just go, I've got tenner here. Can I pay you the next tenner in 4 years' time? What are we doing? Like, you fucking give me I want my money back. Do you know what I mean? I want my investment. I've invested a lot of time, effort, and money into Arsenal Football Club, and they give me Madueke. Fucking Madueke after 5 fucking years. Come on, man. That's exactly what you're saying, Rizzy. It's a fucking joke, mate.
It's a joke, bro. It's been a joke, bro. It's laughable. It's laughable, bro.
Pathetic.
What is the obsession with Chelsea? I've been on Flawless's channels. I've been on Northside channel. Big those guys up, cause they call this shit, especially Northside. That guy call it for what it is, bro. Yeah. It's a joke, man. Why we keep funding Chelsea? Chelsea players. Chelsea's the one who's benefiting out of this deal. If in the last couple of seasons, players that we signed from Chelsea, we had won the league, or say we had won a Champions League or a couple of trophies, you think Chelsea would still want to do business with us? Ask yourself that question. You think they would still want to say, "Oh, these guys are racking up trophies. We're not gonna be doing business with them," but no, they're happy to sell us their rejects. Give us their rejects. Madueke, they bought that guy for 29 million, and we're buying him for 50 odd million. Penny pinching the Gyokeres deal. Like, what are we doing here, bro? It's stupid. They did this shit with Douglas Luiz when he was at Aston Villa. Like, pay the money.
We did this for Vara. We did this for Varashelia. Arsenal beat Napoli to Varashelia. We just didn't want to pay the 3.5 million extra. We didn't want to pay the 10 million that Napoli paid for. Arsenal was the first team to scout Varashelia. This is a continual thing. We've done Luis Suarez, same thing. We're still waiting for Draxler. We're still waiting for Benzema. We're still waiting for so many players that have been linked that were in negotiation but don't
Thomas
get over.
Lamar.
Link
It's
to everyone,
ridiculous.
sign nobody, bro. Link to everyone, sign nobody.
Yeah,
FC.
exactly.
That's what we're doing, bro. That's what
Did you see
we're
the
doing.
article yesterday?
Just quickly, hold on. Just quickly, 1 second. Just quickly. It's funny, isn't it? Yeah, like Tottenham. Big up to you, Savra. I love Savra. It's funny, old Tottenham
Savra's
fans, isn't it? They make 1 or 2 signings and they come out their chest, don't they? Fucking look at Savra giving it the fucking buzz. Come on, you're the
Big
best
up,
team
Savra.
in London not to have success. The annoying thing is I can't argue it because
No.
it's annoying. I hate it when I can't argue it when someone's right. You piss taking prick, Savra. Big up
Brother,
to you, mate.
what he-
To be fair, Madueke,
what-
is anything of no. This I will argue. No. This you don't know
No,
what you're doing, Savra.
he's taking the
I
piss.
know what you're doing, Savra.
He's taking the piss with that one.
Big up to you, my friend. Hopefully you're having a good Friday. I hope the family are well, my friend.
But to what he said first of being spoiled, he's 100% correct. Because again, as a Napoli fan first, you have no idea what we could do with 1.3 billion. If we once Gyokeres is confirmed, Arsenal will have spent over 1.3 billion euros since they signed Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Once Gyokeres is confirmed. You guys have no idea. You guys have wasted a majority of 1.3 billion. Do you know what you could do with 1.3 billion? You could clear up all of Inter Milan's debt and give them another 300 million to go start spending and build on that squad. That's how much money Arsenal have wasted since we've signed Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. 1.3 billion euros. It's absolutely disgraceful.
It's ridiculous, bro. It's farcical, isn't it? Come on,
Did you see the article yesterday?
sorry, I'll let you go.
Did you see the article yesterday that while there was still like to and ahhing about the next few £1 million for Gyokeres, there were rumours that Fenerbahce were going to swoop in and try and sign him.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy anything with that. All the Turkish clubs are having to get bank guarantees to be able to make these big purchases. That's why Osimhen hasn't gone to Galatasaray yet. Banks, all these banks that are supposedly helping to fund the Turkish transfers is because there's no guarantee that they can pay for all this. That's why Osimhen hasn't moved yet. So anything to do with Turkey right now, you have to just wait and see what ends up happening.
Yeah, I think that's probably what I'm going to do with that one. Although it is Jose Mourinho, so I can't rule anything out with that man at the minute.
Doesn't matter.
He doesn't know.
Doesn't matter who it is as a manager. If the money ain't there, the money ain't there.
Oh no, I do agree with that. I'll wait and see what happens with that because they'll end up getting hopefully one or the other for them.
And to be honest with you, as a Napoli fan, I'll take Trossard. I'd sell Matteo Politano in a heartbeat and get Trossard. If he's going for that cheap, I'd pick him up.
I remember having conversations with people at school in Donny back in the day when Trossard was at Belgium and stuff like that. And I did say to someone once, I remember this from years ago, I said to someone, he'd be good at Napoli, Trossard. He'd be good at Napoli. He'd be good on that left-hand side.
He won't be on the left-hand side because Noah Lange just got signed. Noah Lange is going to start. No,
So
Trossard needs to play. Trossard needs to play in a number 10. We haven't played him in a proper position. His best time when he was at Brighton before he came to Arsenal was playing as a number 10 or a secondary striker. He was able to float around. He was able to float around, get assists, and
Yeah, and as he was saying, he had good spells in the number 10, even when he was at our clubs a few seasons back. When Jesus was injured, when Jesus was injured, Trossard was playing good in that number 10.
If Trossard's best position, obviously with Brighton, was the 10, I would agree with that. His best position at Brighton was the 10. Why hasn't Arteta utilised him as the 10 yet? I don't get it. Like, if Trossard...
He did. He had him play false 9 when we got him the year that we bottled the league. And then what he did, because he had to stand by his Manchester City boy and one of the highest paid players in Jesus, he rushed Jesus back to take Trossard's spot. Trossard starting the rest of that season, we win the league.
I agree with that.
He was playing.
100%. Just quickly as well, Sav, can Spurs beat PSG and show Europe how it's done? More chance of a rocking or shitting, Sav. 100%.
I mean, there's more in that game. There's more chance I get here than Spurs winning the Europa or the Champions League. So let's go. Beat PSG, and we all know I'm bored. Let's go there.
But you got to be in it to win now, Spurs. But come on, PSG are going to absolutely thump them. They're going to. Spurs are definitely not going to show us how it's done, and if they do, I mean, bloody fair dues to them. Do you know what the annoying thing about that is? The Spurs thing. If they do actually win that, they equal our 139-year European pedigree within the fucking 3 months. So I mean, We just cannot let that shit happen, man. We got the Fairs Cup in 70 and obviously the Cup winners in 94. We just cannot let that happen. Spurs could better it in 3 months. Come on, man. We just cannot let that happen. PSG all the fucking way. Come on, Marie. Marie, if you're still in the chat, come on. You got to tell these Spurs fans. Marie, come on. Tell Sava, man. He seems to think that he's coming over to France, Marie, and he's going to take you boys down over there. Come on, man. The Spurs don't have a clue, do they, Marie? Tell Sava. He ain't got a clue, is he, my girl? Come on, man. What are we doing here? Well, big up to obviously Marie. Big up to Sava and all. Yeah, I mean, you've got to be in it to win it. You've got to be in it to win it.
PSG will smoke Spurs. Don't worry about that.
I did my Club World Cup predictions a few days ago, and I did say PSG were going to win the Club World Cup, and it looks like I'm going to be proved right on Sunday.
PSG right now might run back Champions League. The way that Luis Enrique has these guys locked in right now.
I'll say,
they're my favorites. They're my favorites to win the Champions League again.
This is their year. This is their year. PSG. This is their year. They're hot right now.
I think after all the years that they missed out on titles, and I think they had the club size and the stature and the city and the community to be one of the most successful clubs in the world. I think that they are in that era now where they're just going to go on, year upon year, possibly lasting for a decade or two runs where they win just multiple trophies domestically and in Europe.
Well, let me say it.
Worldwide.
Why couldn't Arteta did what this PSG manager did? They got rid of one of their biggest superstar, one of the biggest superstars in the world. Arteta got rid of Aubameyang.
And also PSG could pick up another trophy in the next year because they're in the UEFA International Cup or Intercontinental Cup, where it's like an 8-team tournament with a bunch of clubs, and I think they're probably one of the favourites to win that as well. So they could actually pick up another one in the next year with the International Cup. I know it's not, and it's basically like the Intertoto Cup, I think, on scale, but with the money they're investing in the Club World Cup, etc., you just never know at this point in the future. But that's another trophy.
Yeah, digging it. Moose, you've joined us, brother. I'm having problems with my StreamYard. I don't know how long you've been back there. I'm not able to scroll back down to add in stage, and you're right at the bottom there. So apologies. I don't know how long you've been waiting for, my friend. But thank you very much. I don't know what football fan you are, whether you're an Arsenal fan or whatever, but what's your take on this Madueke madness?
Yeah, thanks, Aaron, for having me on and
no problem.
in the panel. I've been watching it actually last 2 hours. I was driving, so I finally stopped. So I had an opportunity to come in and then, just talk about Arsenal a little bit. I'm actually not an Arsenal fan, but I want Arsenal to do well because my mom is an Arsenal fan.
Oh, big up, mum. Big up to the mum. Come on, Moose. Why don't you come off? Bring mum on. Get you off and put mum on the show. Come on.
That's the whole. As long as Arsenal is not playing my team, so I want them to do well. Seriously, because my mom, I wanna see the team is winning something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course, man.
So, guys, I have a question for you.
Of course, come on.
About Arteta. I don't know Arteta. He come from Barcelona youth system, right? The La Masia. I don't know. But for somehow his talent ID is bad, terrible talent ID. Because for me, I rate the players more about their intelligence, their IQ. Madueke don't have no IQ whatsoever. So I don't know why.
Yeah, fact.
It's only like a little bit part of the game. It's only a bit, maybe 5%. But the rest is a brain. You're gonna use your head. You know what I'm saying? So Arteta, he come from the La Masia system, and then unfortunately his talent ID is bad, very bad. The players that linked on Arsenal for the last 5 years is amazingly. It's so bad. I know my team are not that good, but Arsenal is supposed to win. Actually, I want you guys to win it. I know I don't like Man City. I don't like Liverpool. The closest team I wanted to win is Arsenal. And the way it looks like right now, I don't know. I don't see you guys going to win it anytime.
Are you a Man U fan?
Yes.
Okay.
He's a Man United. Yeah, sorry for
I feel so sorry for you.
The way he's talking,
my team is bad. My team is bad. You know, my
dad's been supporting United for
I want
40
Arsenal
years,
to do well for the sake of my family. Half of my family are Arsenal fans.
Okay,
I
but the question is,
get you,
Big
bro.
up to Mus's family, man. Come on. What happened to
big
you,
up.
Mus, for crying out loud, to be a Man United fan? Come
My
on.
daddy United
I mean,
fan. United.
but
Yeah,
Daddy's
big
United
up to
fan.
that, dad. Big up to that.
let's be honest.
Honestly, Moose, I'm the same because my dad's been supporting United since 40 odd years ago. So I'm in the same boat as you, where my dad's a Man United fan, but obviously I'm different. So
I mean,
And I have other questions to tell you guys. I really feel bad for Gyokeres. He's been waiting for you guys, and he's willing to get less money to go for you guys, and you guys are buying different players before him. I really feel bad for him, the guy there. Absolutely feel bad for him. He's willing to do everything possible to come for you guys. And what you guys did, it's not like you don't have no money. What you guys did, bad Madueke. That's really bad, by the way. I feel bad for him. If I were him, I will walk away from Arsenal. I will go probably a different team because you guys never show me respect. What's the respect? I'm willing to do everything, but Arsenal are not willing to pay the extra money, 5 million, but you are willing to pay like 48 million to Madueke. Oh my goodness! I don't know who's making decisions, those kind of board decisions. Arsenal at this point they're supposed to win, but you guys are going backward. I'm sorry to say this, but you guys are really going backward. And then your signing, it doesn't show anything. It doesn't give any ambition. It doesn't give no Arsenal fan any confidence. I don't think you guys are happy. No, I don't see Arsenal fan happy of signing, and that's a bad sign, by the way. If a fan can recognize those things you guys are doing, how come those people are running the club? I cannot see it. I just don't know. I don't know. And then your recruitment system are lazy. Is that you guys could not find it? No, any left or right winger are lazy. That's called the lazy scouting, by the way. Because Madueke is right there. That's called the lazy scouting. You could go different leagues. There's a lot of Brazilian players that we've seen in Club World Cup. Maybe they need a season to develop or, to adapt on the league. But they're going to be in the backup anyway, and you're not going to spend 50 million. You're probably going to get a 15 or 10 million, and they can do better job than Madueke. That's lazy. For me, I see a lazy scouting right there because it's easy access. To go your neighbor to get your players, that's so easy to do it. You don't need to have a footballing director, by the way. You could do it. That's so lazy for me. So that's all I came to say, and I hope you guys do well. I hope you guys sign. I don't think you guys can sign Rodrigo. Oh! Before I forgot, I got something to say.
Yeah, you crack on, man. You crack on. You're spitting facts, bro.
Would you prefer signing only Rodrigo, or Gyokeres, Eze? Which one you guys pick? Only Rodrigo by himself.
What? So if I had to choose between Rodrigo, Eze, or Gyokeres?
No. If you
Rodrigo on his own or Gyokeres and Eze instead.
And
Gyokeres
and
Eze. Gyokeres and that pure. I'd even just said Gyokeres on his own, purely on the basis of Arsenal have been dying for a striker. We've been dying for a striker for years and years and years. And whilst I do rate Rodrigo, and I think he would absolutely bang, Arsenal desperately need a striker. Absolutely desperately need a striker.
But do you think Arteta, he doesn't like strikers, like upper nine striker? But I don't think Arteta like a striker. He's a striker to do multiple position. He like what they call what was that saying called master of none? What would they call it? What was that saying?
The jack of all trades, master of none.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
He likes to start with players, so they can striker. Jesus is not.
You're talking
facts,
not bro.
Striker. Jesus, not typical striker. Kai Havertz, Sam. I think your manager don't like striker like that. I think it's Arteta the problem. For real. Because 5 years, I cannot believe a team like Arsenal has been struggling for striker for 5 years and still have not signed no striker. Oh my, I'm amazed for sure.
Yeah. No, sorry, man. You spat facts. Whereabouts in the world you currently at, my friend?
I'm in Arizona. It's hot in here. 120. 120.
Big up to you, man.
Big up to my guy. Another guy in America.
Big up the USA.
Man. Big up to you, brother, man.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Pleasure. Nah, listen, man. Yeah, that's it. No.
Thank you.
Listen, the pleasure's all mine. That's the best thing about doing these calling shows, and the best thing about YouTube is I get to speak to loads of different people, all different walks of life, man. I'm very grateful that you've come on and given me your time today, Moose, man. Shout out to Mum. She's the Arsenal fan. She created all the Arsenal fans. A big shout to Mama Moose. Yeah?
Yeah, for sure. Pick up, guys.
And for a United fan, you're not so bad yourself, yeah?
At the end of the day,
Big up
Man
to you,
United,
brother. Have a good day.
Man
my friend.
United still won more than we have in the last 5 years. So go figure. Even though they're shit.
Yeah,
So
and got to more finals, Suge.
Yeah.
What I was going to add to what he said, it's really not that shocking. How many years did we need a number 6? How many years were we struggling to find the Vieira replacement? It never did, and that's what always cost us. And now it's the striker position. It's just par for the course. It's par for the course.
It's like the last few years under Wenger, isn't it? When the defense needed replacing, the strikers were good. Then when the strikers went bad, it was like a roles reverse. It was defense, but then improve the attack. Once you improve the attack, you need to improve the defense. Nothing was done at the same time. It was always one first, then the other. But then by that point, the first was back to being what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
I remember all that. I remember all that. Even as a non-Arsenal fan, I remember seeing all that with Wenger. It was like you're bringing your defenders, you're the likes of Mustafi and people like that. When you got the attack of Sanchez, Giroud at the time as well, before Aubameyang and Lacazette came in, and players like that, Walcott on the right wing as well. So, like, it's been a continuation thing with Arsenal, especially since the Kroenkes have been in charge.
It's gotten worse because of the fan base, man. It's gotten worse because of the fan base, because the majority all go along with this bullshit.
I like
That's the problem.
I think they were sold a dream. I think they were sold a dream back
Yeah.
in the day, because the
That's the
Kroenkes said
problem.
they were tearing down Highbury to become better than Bayern Munich and Real Madrid, where they've actually regressed. Even though they're still in the same competition, they've regressed worse than those two clubs.
Besides regressing, here's the problem. The last Arsenal roundabout I saw, Christian was trying to say we don't operate like a big club. Bro, we've spent 1.3 billion euros in 8 years. And on top of 1.3 billion euros in 8 years, we have the largest average salary. The average salary of the players at Arsenal is more than Manchester City and Liverpool. Liverpool's squad, their average salary is almost like 25,000 less on average than Arsenal.
Yeah.
It's what we've done as a team as far as transfers is an absolute disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. 1.3 billion since Aubameyang is ridiculous. I'm sorry, that's down to scouting
now. I'm sorry, I'm going to get off now, unfortunately. But I will leave you with this, and this is for Top Gooners as well. Listen to this. Maybe, and this is just a theory, just a little theory that I came up with in the last 5 seconds. Maybe Arsenal would have done better business if they didn't offer massive contracts to back up players.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a give or take. That's a give or take thing. That's a give or take thing, because again, as a Napoli fan, in Serie A, all the big name players go there and take a huge, massive wage cut. It's if the club is willing to do business and take a loss to continue to move on and go try to find a player to replace quickly. If Arsenal right now said we'll let Kai Havertz go for 25 million to one of the German clubs or another club, they would come in and take him for 25 million. The problem is that Arsenal as a club going to man up and accept the fact that they screwed up on that transfer? The answer is no. Because again, the Martinelli situation with what Trossard leaving right now answers that. If you're trying to do good business, then you sell Martinelli to get maximum amount of profit, because we only spent 7 million for him. You keep Trossard, who's been better than him for the last 2 years anyways, playing out of position, and you go out and use that extra amount of money to fund Gyokeres and go get another good player.
Yeah.
But the problem is we're not doing that. This club doesn't function that way. What Moose said is 100% correct. The biggest problem that Arsenal has is scouting. This scouting department is absolutely dog shit. How are we going on? I am convinced that we're only going off of YouTube compilation videos to choose a player for Arsenal at this point, because I don't understand how the amount of players that have been available that have moved and haven't moved that are cheaper than Madueke, where you can get multiple players that are better than him, we're not looking at. You can go get Conceição at Juventus. Conceição is miles ahead of Madueke. We could have got Alex Baena from Villarreal. We could go get Jeremy Pino from Villarreal. We could go get Hector Koglu from Benfica. We can go get Barış Yilmaz and the other Turkish guy for Galatasaray, both of them. Any combination of those players are better than Madueke. And really, arguably better than a lot of our other players. So again, the fact is just ignorance.
I did say Jeremy in the private chat, but guys, I'm gonna quickly say I did say Jeremy Pino in the private chat. I did say I would take him over Madueke. I've got to get off, but big up everyone in the chat. I'll see you on the future stream definitely. But I'm gonna chillax now and edit my non-league stuff tomorrow. So take it easy.
Big up. Nice meeting you.
Rovers till I die.
I'll say this now. Arsenal Football Club needs to start preparing for their next manager before Christmas. Because I have no hopes in this club win the fans a trophy. Moving like this, we're not serious. We're not trying to close the gap. We're not trying to get over the line. Over the last couple of seasons, we've been going out of the cup competitions like suckers. Seasons after season, bro. Can't get to a final. Ever since the COVID season. We can't get back to a final, bro. You're telling me you spend all this money? And even to touch on the wages thing, one of the problem with this club is we also keep rewarding poor performances and failure. Oh, you're going to be giving Eddie and Ketia $100,000 before he left. Or you're gonna be having injury-prone Jesus and his high wages. You're gonna bring in Kai Havertz and have him be one of the highest paid players, if not the highest paid player at the club. It's crazy what they're doing. When Arteta came in, he ripped up a bunch of contracts, got rid of a bunch of players, and they're saying they're trying to manage the wage bill. And right now, we're steadily going back to that same situation that we're in right now. In the next couple of years, some of our main players are going to be going on freeze. I'm telling you, we're not going to be getting, if we don't fix up now, we're not going to be getting players, getting real profits on the players. Look, we could have, okay, get rid of Aubameyang wasn't even a problem. You didn't replace him. You didn't replace him, and you didn't get any profits on him. Chelsea got profits on him, I think. Barcelona got profits on him, and we had him. We had him when he was hot. Like I don't understand what this manager is doing, man. He's not even average to me. He's below average.
Yeah,
this is a below average dude, bro.
Yeah. And our two biggest assets are going to leave.
The Top Gunners are saying that Arteta took us from the pits of hell, and he took us from where we were when he put us there. Can I ask you guys a question, if you don't mind?
Put us there. Yeah, go on, mate.
Guys, who did worse, Arteta or Emery? Who did worse, Arteta or Emery?
Arteta.
Arteta by far.
Arteta.
Severely worse.
That's not even a question.
I've been having a chat with my friends, and they keep telling me Emery did worse. But Arteta spent all this money. If Emery spent all this money, we would have won trophies.
Yeah, we need goals.
Definitely.
Yeah, mate. Listen, there's a lot of problems at Arsenal football. I don't know. Someone's got something going on in the background now. Don't know who it is. Female talking. Is that you, Suge, being the bastard as always?
That's basically you talking in the background.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Hey, if you're calling yourself a female, then yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yo, Aaron, I gotta go. I gotta go, man. Big up to the panel. Nice.
Big up, Rizzy. Speaking facts.
Big up, Rizzy. Nice meeting you.
Bless.
Yeah, man. Whereabouts? Oh, that's a shame. I was going to ask whereabouts in the world he is, but do you know what? It's so cool, man. This is why I love this call-in show. I absolutely love it because the last hour or so, I've had guests on that don't have channels, just like all of you guys don't, and we just come on. We can have a football conversation. I invite people on. I don't know. I try and at least gauge what they're going to say. Do you know what I mean? I don't bring them on because they have to agree with me and all of that. whether they do, whether they don't. As long as it's all respectful, that's cool, man. But the last two geezers, Mus and Riz, how cool were they? Just coming on, saying their thing. Do you know what I mean? That's what it's all about. And then you get
Common
bastards
sense.
like Suge coming on.
Listen,
Then you get
if I want to talk to a 4'9" midget, Adam, just calm your pants.
Oh, I love Suge, man. Oi, don't change. We love a bit of
Big up Suge. Big up
I look
Suge.
up to him, I do. I look up to Suge. Like I do
Yeah.
everyone else. Come on, I'm not going to let you nick that joke off of me, Suge. I'm not going to let you do it. Big up to you, man. Well, I'll tell you what I will do. I will bring it to a close. I wrote in the private chat about 5 or 10 minutes ago. I will bring it to a chat. Bring it to a
Work
close.
rate.
We will
play.
raid Northside. Northside, yeah. So we'll raid Northside with an Aaron raid. Yeah. But listen, thank you every single one of you for stepping in, coming in, watching. It's been absolutely magnificent. I always call you the world-class chat because you're the ones here. You're the world-class chat. You're the ones that listen, you believe, you say your thing. Do you know what I mean? You believe. You know, you've got some common sense about you. That's what it's all about. You listen to facts. You may not agree with everything I say. That's cool. I'm not God. Do you know what I mean? Disagree with me all you want. I'm just an Arsenal fan that's willing to put his face and his voice out into the ether, if you want to call it that. Disagree with me or not, it doesn't make no difference. We're just here to talk about Arsenal. Hence, Aaron talks Arsenal. Let's talk about Arsenal. Matt, if you want to jump on next week, come on. Just don't be a helmet. That's all. I've seen you in the chat. You're right, but you're not being rude or you're not being disrespectful. I've been watching your comments, and I can't make the whole show about your thing. But come on next week. As long as you're cool, as long as you're respectful, we will rebuttal it. I won't be disrespectful back to you. But if we disagree or agree, that's cool. I won't be a dick, and the panel won't treat you like a dick. Do you know what I mean?
I will only be disrespectful to Adam. That's it. No one else.
Yeah, Adam talks Arsenal, mate. That's it. Adam talks Arsenal. But listen, yeah, that's what it's all about, and it's another great thing as well. Obviously, having Suge all the way from down under, man, our brother from down under, the geezer, absolute legend, that wakes up silly o'clock to watch his football club. Silly o'clock, spending silly money to watch this football club. This is one of the best things that's given this YouTube thing has given me, man, as perspective on all the other fans elsewhere. So I've never closed my doors off to other people, but it has opened my eyes up to the effort that everyone else puts in, man. The effort like Suge puts in. Getting up and having to go to work after watching Arsenal stumble or draw 0-0 at Everton, and then has to go to work probably 2 hours later, shattered, miserable, pissed off. Big up to fucking Suge. You got legends like Gianni, man. Legends like Gianni all the way over in Chicago. If I'm ever in Chicago, I'm definitely gonna have to see that face. I mean, come on, man. Jesus Christ. Legends like that in America. And we've got legends like COYG as well, bruv. Come on, man. We're all different walks of life, man. This is the excellent thing about YouTube, and people forget, and I always big it up. It's excellent. I don't care about aesthetics or anything like that. Just talk to me about football. Let's have a conversation. And that's what we're doing, man. And that's why I started this channel. And this is why I love this calling. So I get legends like COYG, legends like Suge, legends like Johnny, and legends like every single one of you in the chat that has stayed in there. Big up, man. Big up, bless. Always. It's absolutely roasting and baking. Maybe not for Suge because it's wintertime there. It's Father Christmas in it up. Do you know what I mean?
It's a pleasant 17 degrees. All you people with the heat, up your bum.
Yeah.
Suge, come to Chicago for a cold winter. We'll show you what real cold is.
Oh man, I was in Chicago for winter a few years back, and that's cold. That's freezing.
That's cold.
Yeah, that's fucking chilly. Yeah. I mean, I'll come here for the summer, but maybe not the winter. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, man.
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh, man. If you do, just don't come during when we have our 2-3 week winter vortex, man. It gets down to -25 Fahrenheit, so I don't even know what that is for Celsius.
Yeah. It's too much. Yeah, that's what it is. I'll be in shorts regardless, though. I'll be in shorts regardless. I do not believe
that cold. You won't be.
I think the most I've been is -11, and I'll still wear the shorts. That's as I'll still power it out. Anything lower, maybe than that, I don't know. I'll have to wait and see.
You're a brave man.
I'll power enough. I hate them. Shin prisons, I call them. Trousers. Shin prisons. I hate them. What's the point in wearing more clothes? I like shorts. They're excellent. They're the best. Oh, and I'll wear them. I'll wear them to the death, man. But listen, we've gone well sideways. Big up to every single one of you, man. Take care. It's been an absolute belt of a show, man. Absolute pleasure. Every single one of you. Every single one of you. Thank you very much for viewing.
Yes.
Go raid Northside. We're going to raid Northside. Aaron raid. Big up, man. Take care.
Big up,
Joseph in
Aaron.
the
Enjoy
building as
your
well.
evening
Just
now.
quickly,
Good night,
big up,
everyone.
big up, big up. All right. Yeah, big up, man. Come on.
Big
Take
up,
it
Joseph.
Arteta out. Top Goon is out.
Yeah.